everyone. What's up? All right, cool. I'm actually where I need to be. How's everyone doing? What's up, guys? Let's see. Who we got? Hey, Reagan, Megan, Christine. I know, Clint Adams, Sue Elliott, Christine Press. What's up? Michelle, April, Java Man. What's up? Anne-Marie, Plurific. How you doing? Dirty Uncle Sal, what's up? Lisa, just Lisa. What did you? Lisa says, I changed my name on here today thanks to the chaos of people's employers being contacted. That's just fucking crazy. Why? Oh my God. I'm sorry. What's up, Karen? Anita? Is it? I'm not saying that out loud. I see what you tried to do there, Anita. Dash X, Lisa. Oh, wait. Sorry. Kentucky Girl. Hey, Autistic Shill. Oh, Autistic Shill, I think you offered to give me a hand if I wanted something the other day. I might take you up on that soon. So just fair warning, if you want to retract it, now's your chance. Karma Kid, Jen Gerard, Sally Godfrey. And I think that's it. Let me see here. Thank you, Anita. I'm still not saying your full name. I thought I saw something on here. Wait a minute. I don't know. I can't remember what it was. Why did that light just go out? God damn it. I work hard to get the lighting just right in here. Probably a plug or something. Oh, gentlemen, I swear to God. I mean, with the exception of any bullshit it could cause Emily D. Baker, that of course I would never want to see. But forget about that for a second. I would love to see her file suit on Emily D. Baker. That would be hilarious. Not, I mean, because Emily D. Baker would like wipe the floor with her ass. You're gonna see something cover the screen or the camera here in a minute. I just want to. It doesn't look like it's clean. All right, so I'm kind of curious what it looks, if they actually made a difference here or not. Not really. Okay. Awesome. Okay. All right. I saw something in the beginning here, chat, though, that I thought I was going to talk about, but now I can't remember it, and now I can't see it. So I'm not going to I don't want to waste much time looking for it. I did want to go over a few things just for my own amusement, really, and you guys are more than welcome to come along for the ride. But one thing in particular is, of course, the recent Instagram now deleted lives. But I also kind of wanted to just maybe skim through one after Toddy Westbrook had filed, she was served with that one. And then I think that I have to look for it. I know I have it, but I'm pretty sure this one I'm thinking about or whatever was one after Todd Chrisley served her. And I just want to compare. It's kind of weird, funny. Yeah, there's always going to be a Katie stan or whatever who wants to go real life. And there's always going to be someone stan who wants to go real life. And it just, I mean, sadly, human beings are flawed, and some of us are just really fucking twisted, you know? Oh, that's right. Yeah. No. Okay. One other thing too, I want to say about the job thing that Lisa had mentioned. I'm gonna tell a little story here. Years ago, it was like 2017. I was doxed really hard in the anti-vax community there on Facebook. It was the first time I went through it. It was nerve-wracking. It was all that. And I kept track though of what anti-vaxxers were saying what, because some of the things they were posting were starting to kind of hit kind of close to home. But one person in particular was posting on these threads about me and whatnot. But I had also noticed in the group that she was talking about her job, and she worked in a pharmacy, and how she was convincing people not to get vaccinated. This was before COVID, mind you, it was 2017. She was convincing people not to get vaccinated. I thought, oh Jesus, I really hope if this is a pharmacist, then whatever drugstore national chain needs to know. And so when I looked at her profile, and she wasn't a pharmacist, she was a tech. So I'm like, they should probably still know. I mean, and I'm like, and I was kind of mad too, because I'm like, I wouldn't be upset if she lost her job or whatever. So I go and I look up the pharmacy chain or whatever on Facebook, and I even find her store that she likely worked at, because the city she gave, this is where this one store was. So I find that store on Facebook, and I start writing out this message. And as I'm writing it, I didn't feel good. Like, I didn't feel good at all. Like, I felt bad. I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I trying to get this fired? Why? Because she's venting or whatever. She's talking shit on Facebook. Like, is my life harmed from this? Like, am I out money? Am I out anything at all from her words on Facebook? Why am I trying to take away her fucking income? What is wrong with me? I'm still typing it out though, of course. And I'm like, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, I can't do this. I can't. But part of me, though, being the vaccine advocate, was like, I can't really just stay quiet as she's convincing people with her, lack of knowledge or whatever, not to get vaccinated. So I I deleted the whole thing. I start over, and I wrote them. I said, listen, I came across this in a Facebook group, yada, yada, yada. I said, I made it a point to say this. I said, I do not want her to be fired. Do not fire her, not because of anything I said or whatever. I do not want that power or control over anyone's life. Please do not place that on me or my conscience. I said, but you might want to know, because you might just want to have a talking with her and tell her to quit doing that shit, And the manager ended up messaging me back, and he was very appreciative and everything. He's like, thank you. He's like, no, he's like, I will have a talk with her, and her job's safe for for now or whatever. And that made me feel good, So this real life shit, trying to take away people's jobs because somebody may cause you some butt hurt online. Why do you feel entitled, or that you need or want that kind of power or control over anyone's lives, anyone's family's lives? Like, that's just too much. It's too far, just cause them a little bit of butthurt back. And if you can't, well, then work at it and get better at it. I don't know what to say, but I really hope no one's going real life. That's what I'm going to say, because even to this day, I'm so thankful that I did not follow through with that and hit send, because I would still feel like that pit in my stomach, that rock in my stomach. Like, I'd feel like so sick to my stomach, it's too far. That's all I wanted to say on that. Yeah, Sally Godfrey, her name is Bunny Hunt, but I'm still not saying it out loud. It was like 80 where I am today. Beautiful this time of year. Oh, I need 80 degrees. That's what I need. All right, so we're going to be watching. Erin, are you still in touch with Sue? I miss her. Well, I mean, we don't talk like super often, but I mean, there's no reason that we don't talk or whatever. I mean, I could absolutely reach out to her, message her. Yeah. I've seen her around here. They're mostly on Twitter though. Amber Stack, if you don't have sound, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and guess that it might be your device, because I have not seen one mute comment from anyone in chat, and it's going out 10 minutes now. So yeah, we're going to be watching these clips or whatever from Llama Girls Twitter. Oh, that's another thing too I want to throw out there. There's going to be several people, I think, in this next video coming up. I think I might finally have all these clips, okay? And several people came through. I'm just going to say a first name because I don't know if she wants me to say her last name or not or whatever. I don't want to, out her. But I don't know if I should say first name because it's kind of it's not a popular name, but it starts with a P. All right, we'll put it that way. She messaged me today with this clip, this is exactly what I've been looking for. And just thank you, like you're so my fucking hero. And Tina too. Tina found some like old clips or whatever that I didn't even know that what I was looking for was even discussed in this video. And it so much of it is. So I got more content than I needed, and a couple other people too came through. Trying to see. No, I have them on here. Is that? Oh, that's right. I forgot about it. Okay, well, I'm going to go through and I'll find them and I'll thank them. And oh, here's one. It starts with a G. Again, I haven't asked them for permission, so I'm just going to say G. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone who sent me stuff. Like, you don't even know how just, oh, thank you. So, I'm going to pull up Llama Girl. We're going to use her. And again, I'm going to push this because today's video that I uploaded earlier, that was all thanks to Llama Girl. Like, for real. I hadn't even seen that live. I hadn't heard about it or anything. And I didn't know how old it was. So when I first watched it, I messaged her. I'm like, oh my God, how old is this? Is this like from today? Because the date would have mattered. And she's like, yes, from like 2 hours ago. I'm like, dude, oh my God. I'm like, I got such a great idea for a video. I'm like, it's like 5 a.m. and I'm now makeup ready to go because I got to get it out. So I want to thank her. And I'm going to suggest that if anyone enjoys her comments, uses her comments, watches it, makes videos with it, whatever the case may be, consider buying her a coffee or two, because like she's like 5 hours away. She's over across the pond and shit, or 5 hour difference. I mean, she's over across the pond. So she's catching these lives from Katie Joy at kind of weird, odd hours for her. She really needs the coffee. We need to help her stay awake so she can keep getting these lives for us. So please consider helping us drug her with a bunch of caffeine so she can keep grabbing them. So I'm going to share her link too for that right now. Okay, so there's a link for that. Oh, shoot. Nope. Sorry. Oh, fuck. How do I delete my own comments? I think I just shared someone's email. Oh, God damn it. Oh, it's on her YouTube channel, though. That's where I got it from, so I don't think I have to worry about it. But still, I'm sorry. I don't know why it didn't copy from Llama Girl there. Copy. Try this again. There. Okay, that's the link for her coffee. Consider it, please. Okay, let me go back and pull up the videos. I know that I haven't watched them all in their entirety yet, but I'm under the impression that she did 2 lives yesterday, that both of which are now deleted. I know the one there, the second one I think is where she went off, the one I used on my videos today. So it's the first one though I hadn't watched yet. Oh no, I did watch most of that. That's right. That's where she's begging people for. All right, so I'm going to start with that one and then go up to the other one. All right, so this is the first one. Okay. It means make sure. All right, yeah, that's good. I don't think I'm going to dox myself there. Maybe just play it safe and no one DM me on Twitter while I'm doing this. I have the message saying collapsed and closed, but just in case. And headphones, remember them. Okay, so this is the first clip that Llama Girl has, and I scroll all the way down to the bottom. You know what I mean? I don't start from the top because I think maybe that's how, I don't know if that's the order or not, but that's what I do. Oh, it might be nice if I share the screen first, huh? Oh, I did. Okay. I probably should have done this through OBS. Why?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm sorry. I don't feel good. I have COVID. My throat is a little bit hoarse. Had a fever all today. I've still been putting work in and trying to get content out for you guys. I just put out a video about Duggars, and I'm about to put out a video about Sister Wives. And I'm just going to come over here because some of you had been asking me to live stream
about
what is going on with the 7M situation. And listen, like...
Okay, sorry. Thank you, Regan. I totally forgot. Completely forgot about that. I actually have this whole video, but still, thank you, Llama Girl, and consider the coffee. You did just send me that yesterday. Did I download it? I might have downloaded it too. Even I'm an idiot. I swear to God. I don't know. I think it's this lawsuit and everything going on. You know, like I'm just getting all these crazy ideas. I can't wait to try this. Or, you know, I got this in mind, and I got so many things ready to get started and excited, and I forget shit. All right, downloads. Yeah, okay. I didn't download it. Okay. Oh no, I think this one I might have downloaded, but not in here. I think I downloaded it on my iPad. So take me a second. That's all. There we go. And already done. Oh no, it's not. Oh, it's 247. Oh, okay. I thought it said 27. So we'll just be a minute. Now we're almost done. Okay. No, delete that. Okay. Why is this not showing up in my downloads? I just freaking downloaded it. Why isn't... What kind of file was it? Okay, so save as. I'll get it going. I know. I go through this shit all the time. Oh, that might be why. It's saying showing desktop. All right. Desktop. Saved, show and finder. Okay. There it is. I got it. Okay. All right, go away. All right. And get rid of this. Okay. Now I got it. There we go. All right. For those of you who get impatient and go off and start doing something else while I do my fight with technology, just letting you know, we're good to go if you want to come back. Of course, now, here we go. Now StreamYards is working. All right, here we go. I'm going to pause that. I'm going to start it over again too. It's been playing for a minute. All right. Check chat real quick because I saw something there. Oh, how long ago was it? StreamYard should still have it. Flying Monkman, what's up? Thank you so much for your super chat. For your early vid. They are awesome. Oh, our earlier vid. Okay. Thank you. Awesome. Yeah. I saw when I watched Llama Girl's video there, and I knew what the paper. I knew that the shit was filed. I knew that she was served. I knew when she was served because when I did that stream there with a few teaser screenshots I had, we waited until she was served, until there's confirmation she was served, because we did not want to tip her off. So as soon as we learned that she was served, then I went and we did the stream. So for her to say like people had this stuff before she was even served, and then she was going on saying about how people had the whole petition before it was filed. That's nobody, or at least I did it anyways. The petition I have has the filing, or it has the stamp on it and everything, and it has the case number and stuff. Like no one talked about it that I'm aware of until after it was filed. So she's full of shit. Whatever. But she can pull up these old depositions or whatever, these old lawsuits and everything for like 2008, 2009, just to try to paint some dude who's a stranger to her, that someone just like whispered some shit in her ear about, just to paint him into like some sexually deviant like cult leader. She can go read all that shit, but you just like say, hey, she was served. Let's talk about it. And you got it from the cult. You did not get it from me. Well, hey, very good. We agree on something. Like what the fuck? Anyway. Yeah, so I watched that and I'm like, oh, I could have fun with this. I did. I wanted to make it longer, but there really wasn't enough there to do it. Okay, so here we go. I can't remember.
Hello. I'm sorry. I don't feel good. I have COVID. My throat is a little bit hoarse. Had a fever all today. I've still been putting work in and trying to get content out for you guys. I just
For
put
us.
out a video about joggers, and I'm about.
Can we just call it like it is? It's not for us. She's not doing any of this shit for anyone but herself. It's not for us. No one's asking her for this shit. Okay. No, there was no market or whatever. No one sat around saying, geez, you know, I really wish someone would just like give us sensationalized bullshit news. Like that would be awesome.
To put out a video about sister wives, and I'm just going to come over here because some of you had been asking me to do a live stream about what is going on with the 7M situation. And listen, like, hold on, I'm just going to turn off the comments real quick. If I'm being completely honest, it's been this has been a very emotional reporting job. This has been extremely mentally and emotionally taxing, and it's been a lot of work. And I have been doing it without getting paid. I'm not making money on the story because I'm not posting it on my YouTube channel. I'm really just posting little blips on my Instagram because I know that that's the most shareable space.
See, now here's what I'm going to call bullshit. Like, I think that her Instagram is monetized. What that entails, I don't know. Okay. It could be that she makes like, you know, pennies or something from it. I'll be honest here. But she's gaining more and more viewers from her Instagram. So even if it's not directly paying out, it's paying out. It's paying off, I should say.
Where this can spread. So the idea that I'm sorry. The idea that I would somehow be doing this for like clout or anything is just asinine. Anyone that follows me knows my heart and knows why I do what I do. And in regards to like
Yay, so
this lawsuit, it's literally bogus. I mean, my legal team looked over it and we
bullshit. Anyways, I'm gonna call this out. Sorry. Yay, so Elliot, I'm getting a second booster tomorrow. Yay. Awesome. Thank you. And I hope you have a very little tiny amount of sore arm, no more than that.
Know that there's nothing to this and we're not worried one bit. They just want to silence us and stop the reporting. And my biggest concern here is that for the last several days, there's been this like dramatic shift where we're only talking about Miranda. And I came at this story because I found out about Miranda, but it has nothing, like Miranda's one person. And, you know, the other thing I want to say is if Robert Shin is truly serious about this lawsuit, he has like at least 7 accounts right now that I found that are linked to them that are actively smearing me, spreading horrible video, like horrible content about me, lies, slander. I mean, they're going out of their way to discredit me, which is part of when someone gets cornered, they try to deflect, at least that's my belief, because they don't want the truth to come out. So they want to intimidate me so that I'll stop talking about it. The thing that makes me the saddest in this situation is that they have Miranda so paranoid.
I'm going to just try and summarize a quick story here that maybe some people here in chat aren't quite aware of. I managed to get on Katie's radar. I think it was, I don't know, something 20. I think it was maybe like September or something 2020. No, it was before that. It's spring, summer 2020. Anyways, sometime before that, she did this Instagram live where she's talking about how this brewery in Minnesota received these death threat phone calls regarding her. Okay. Now, the connection to Katie is that her husband's record label was owned by the same dude who owned this brewery. Okay. So naturally, haters of Katie thought, well, let's really her and let's call this brewery, you know? So, and she ended up playing a couple of these voicemail messages, whatever. One of them was like, Katie Joy's a bitch and she deserves to die or she needs to die or some shit like that. So, you know, she's going on and on about this. Oh, but she took a break from talking about it to conveniently drop that her husband's record album had just dropped that day. So be sure to buy a copy. Then she went on and continued talking about it. And, she's like, you know, what have I done to warrant this? Like, I haven't murdered anyone. I haven't argued anyone. Like, you know, and it's like, whatever. It's such bullshit. She, the number kept coming up blocked or something like, oh no, first she said that they blocked the number, but then this person kept calling back blocked. So, but she didn't know the number though. She didn't have the number to give to authorities or anything. Nor was I going to contact authorities. They just weren't, that was the end of it. No more. I wrote an email to the brewery because she didn't say what brewery it was, but she said the guy who owned her husband's record label, and she gave a first name, and she said brewery. Real hard to find. One Google search was all it took. So I found the brewery, found the dude's email there on the website, and I emailed him. I find it kind of concerning that no one's contacting authorities. This is your associate's wife here. I mean, if it were my associate's wife, oh my God, I'd be on the phone right away. I'd feel terrible if something happened. So I'd like to ask, why is it that you're not contacting authorities? Now, in her video, she had mentioned that there's some confusion over jurisdictions. Because this brewery was like an hour away. Like, do they report where she lives or where the brewery is? So, and I offered him, I said, I'll reach out to law enforcement there and see what they recommend. And I can, pass along the information. So one email, I didn't tell anyone about it. I might've told Tina like a week or two after, I don't even remember, but I told no one about it. No one knew until she found out I wrote the email from the brewery. She then went on Twitter, running her mouth about it. Like, oh my God. So deflection is the point of the story here because of what she was saying. They will do anything to deflect away from the shit that they're doing and try to get you to look at shit that someone else is doing or whatever the other person's doing. So while she was going at me on Twitter over this after she found out I did it, she's the one who outed everyone that I did this, which I had no problem with. But I didn't do it for notoriety. I did it out of I was genuinely concerned. So she's running her mouth. And she says, yeah, she wrote the brewery because she didn't believe that they got death threat phone calls about me. She wanted to confirm it. No, do nowhere in my email. I believed it. Whatever. I never questioned it. Nothing. I didn't even suggest nothing. Then she starts going on and on saying how, I called her husband's employer about it. I called her husband's work. I called her husband's friend. I called her husband's friend's work. And the story kept changing, but what stayed the same though was that because I didn't believe her, I thought she was lying. How dare I not believe her? How dare I blame her for lying when she was clearly the victim here? Deflection, just like she's saying. And I know that that's a long story, but sorry.
Annoyed that the world hates her when it's not the case. And she is dedicating her time and energy to making hate-filled videos towards me when I've never in my life once said, I hate you, Miranda. I think you are a beautiful girl and a wonderful dancer. And there's a whole world out here that loves you and you don't need 7M to be successful. That's all that everyone wants people to know is that all of you have talent. All of you have the ability to do well in this industry, but you don't need 7M. And the other problem here, and the problem that nobody else wants to address, and it's weighing on me heavily, is that if more of you don't...
Imagine that though. Listen, I know how hard it is to try to make it as a dancer, successfully have a career and everything out here in LA as a dancer where you're like, not even a dime a dozen or, whatever. It's like freaking a pence a dozen or something. I don't even know. Something like that. And here's a company that seems to be giving you some success and giving you notoriety and money and everything. And even professional experience and everything. But me, a YouTuber over here in Minnesota, no, you shouldn't. Come on, you can do better than that. Go try another. Take your chances with another company. Take your chances of ending up in a strip bar or something, stripping there, just don't do this. No, because the blogger in Minnesota is offended by it. Imagine that. Imagine being that entitled. Kills me.
Don't speak out.
It's just
going to continue to manifest and it's going to continue to fester. And if some of you don't start taking on your platforms and using it to speak out, you're going to have the rest of us that are speaking out get buried in the narratives of negativity and of this, that we're all liars.
Well,
do you want the dance community to be safe? Do you want up and coming dancers to not get recruited into a system that could potentially be exploitative? Or do you want to stay silent and then watch your fellow friends and colleagues get completely blasted and annihilated online for daring to use their platform to speak out? I'm at a point right now where I'm like,
for me, it's the whole potentially exploited. Potentially. Before I go that far and pushing it that extra distance, I want to turn that potentially into an almost absolute.
Get it if you don't want to speak out, but at the same time, I don't. I've been watching and noticing that Twitch, his wife, is watching my stories. She's liking my comments, and she's not saying anything. And I don't know why. Allison and Twitch have a huge platform, and they're a huge reason why these dancers are as famous as they are. It's through Twitch that they got onto Ellen, and Ellen gave a lot of them a lot of relevance. So why won't you speak out for the people that you care about and that are your friends? If your children were the Wilkins kids or were if you were any one of these parents, wouldn't you want someone in the industry to speak out for your kid, knowing what's going on behind the scenes? Who
knows what's going on behind? No one else is behind the scenes. Katie sure as hell isn't. How dare you, Twitch, whoever you are. I want to say I read somewhere that she gets your name wrong and it's not even Twitch, but I'm going to call you Twitch anyways. How dare you, Twitch on Ellen, on this national show where you're doing very well and very successful for yourself. How dare you not potentially throw that all away to defame another production / management group there in LA? How dare you not do that? Because, the blogger over there in Minnesota thinks you should.
Matter more to you that you have no controversy in your life? Because I don't have a problem speaking out. I have no problem. And the Sun has been putting out articles, and the Daily Mail is putting out articles. Business Insider is doing a huge expose, like massive. And I know New York Magazine is doing a huge one. I found out a couple days ago that a huge production company is going to be making this for a network, and it was picked up. So if Robert, and that has nothing to do with me. So if Robert thinks that silencing me is going to silence the story, that's not true. But we also need
sadly that's probably
in the industry to stand up for your community. I'm an outsider, and I don't have any clout. I have 87,000 followers on my Instagram. Some of you have millions, and you have the opportunity to do the right thing. And every day that passes, you're just continuing to be complicit and silent. And I was so disheartened last night because
I do see a lot of blue check marks and shit like that in her chats and everything in her comment section. If any of these channels were to somehow, by some stroke of luck or miracle or whatever, just really bad luck, however you want to word it, were to come across my stream here, just know that if you do or were to speak up in her defense and do the things that she's asking for, just know that it will not be long before you yourself are the one that she is reaching out to other people for support and speaking out against. And I know that sounds crazy, but YouTube is literally, well, not literally, okay, figuratively, but very strongly figuratively littered with the bodies that once thought that sounded ludicrous, but realized, no, it's dead to rights. So just consider that.
I was crying last night. I'm going to be honest. I was bawling because I felt like what I witnessed with Miranda and her parents was what coercion and intimidation looks like. I saw posts being made by an account claiming to be Miranda, saying that her life was in danger and threatening her parents that her life was in danger if she didn't cut contact with me, someone who has nothing to do with the dance community, and all I'm doing is reporting on a story. And she demanded that they remove videos and unfollow me, and then they didn't do the same. So Kelly did remove the videos. Kelly did unfollow me, and I don't care if Kelly unfollows me. Kelly needs to do whatever Kelly needs to do that she feels is the best thing to get Miranda and have a connection. But Miranda, and I don't believe it's Miranda that's actually controlling that account, they didn't delete a single negative thing that they said about her parents. All of that slanderous content is still up on that page. Why would you want to be part of an organization that literally is allowing your parents to be degraded in such a horrific way? I can't fathom an employer trying.
Well, that's not, she's probably able to rationalize it because she didn't bring it on to her parents, her family kind of brought it on to themselves, not so much by making the video, but by pushing this narrative with a crazy ass bitch on Instagram. So yeah.
To burn bridges in my life. it makes my heart hurt. And again, these are my opinions. So Robert, you can sue me and say that I'm slandering you, but I'm also protected under free speech. And I have an opinion on the situation based on what I've learned. And I don't agree with what you're doing. So I have a right to say that. Just like you have a right to make 87 accounts slandering me, right? But what I don't agree with is if you really cared about Miranda, why would you be trying to ruin her relationships with her parents? And then why would you be trying to threaten her parents with the safety in order for her parents to comply? I mean, did any of you else, did any other of you last night witness what I witnessed? Did you see?
So someone in the comment section saying, fix your camera. Where'd it go? Fix your camera, girl. Why? What's wrong with my camera? I mean, I know the lighting or whatever, it makes me look freaking bright. I don't know. This light went out too. Where's the plug for that? I thought I saw it somewhere. Is this it? It is it, but it's... Here, let me do this. 1 second. Okay, that might be better. Let me see here. Looks like it's a little better. I don't know. It's the best I can do. All right, I just saw a comment here. You can see KJ wants the lives of Miranda talking bad about her parents removed because in those same lives, Miranda is telling the world about how horrible Katie is. So she's, yeah, exactly. Yep. The camera might not look. I mean, I could see it in the little corner there. My face looked kind of like I was glowing, like fluorescent white light or something. So, okay, I'm going back.
The comments where she said, "I'm in danger. If you don't do this, my life is in danger." Is that not a threat? Now imagine how a mom would feel reading that. You're a mom. You love.
Who is that a threat to? Like, I mean, I don't, unless she's suggesting that Miranda was saying, if you don't do this, I'm going to endanger my life and do something horrible. I mean, okay, fine. I could see that being a threat, but I know that that's not what Miranda was talking about. She was saying, if you don't do this, then these crazy ass people are going to keep coming for me and something terrible could happen at some point. That's not a threat. That's a fear. But so what are other people's fears threats to Katie? Like, is it a threat to Katie to have to, I don't know, maybe consider somebody else's fears? That's threatening.
Your kid, doesn't matter that they're 25. You have done everything for your kid your whole life. You've supported her at every single turn. You weren't controlling because a controlling mom certainly wouldn't allow your child to move across the country to LA, get her an apartment, and let her chase her dreams while she stayed back in Michigan. That's the opposite of a controlling mom. A controlling parent is Jim Bob Duggar, who doesn't let his kids even move out of the compound and controls them all through their work. That's a controlling parent. Miranda's parents were like, chase your dream. And then watching the responses to Lauren Gottlieb. I just have to say this, you guys. I have been talking to Lauren for a month behind the scenes, and she is the sweetest woman in the whole world. And she has the biggest heart, kindest heart, loving heart. She has an energy of just empathy and compassion and deep care for the community and the people in the community.
Is Lauren the one with the long black hair who did the Instagram live talking about, I think, B-Dash, I think? Is that who Lauren is?
Community and a sense of responsibility to the community. In a lot of ways, she looks at herself as like a mom because she's in her 30s now and she's kind of come up. And so she wants to be a good role model to the younger dancers. And so I know when she finally said something last night, how much courage that took her to say that. And I also know it was said with a lot of compassion, and that even though she doesn't know Miranda very well, she knows enough about the industry to know that she cares about what's happening.
I
and
know
she
who
doesn't
Lauren.
want to
All
see
right,
it
never mind. I know
happening
who
to
it
other
is.
dancers, and she doesn't want to see it happening to Miranda. And there's so many other people like Lauren that feel that same way. And I'm grateful that Lauren said something, and I'm sad that the response was just contrite and vile and rude. Because in the real world, if you weren't being controlled by someone, why would your emails, why would your account be blocked? You were like, that post she made where I accidentally blocked my parents. What? No. All Lauren did was pointed out that somebody was probably deleting comments or causing her to not see messages from her parents. And that's concerning. And that's a red flag. I'll show you Lauren's comment.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I remember this.
Let me find it.
Yeah, I think I shared the post last night or the night before. We were talking about it.
Okay, so this is not them, but I just want to show you this. This is an account that I believe is connected to 7M. And this is a comment that's on their page. And again, disparaging and going after.
Okay, so the comment says, so you've seen Miranda's statement at Wilking Sisters 2, asking you to condemn Katie Joy, and you tripled down on the internet. You're an awful person and mother. How can you allow your daughter to be attacked in the internet? Weren't you concerned for her safety? She's being stalked, harassed, and followed. Katie Joy is attacking her brands and sponsors. Miranda has repeatedly made statements. I remember that, yeah. Because reading that pissed me off. Oh, no, it was reading Miranda's comment about this that pissed me off. Like, just imagine your mother going online or whatever and just saying, I can't, my daughter won't talk to me. She's cut off, she doesn't call me anymore, blah. But then in the meanwhile, you're promoting and supporting some stranger states away who keeps putting content out that is taking money and food out of your daughter's, mouths and pockets. And also very quickly, just ruining her career of a very physically demanding job in which she probably trained her almost her entire life to get to that point, to get to that level of success and ability to do the job. So this is what we're talking: blood, sweat, and tears of an entire life being wiped out because of some stranger on the internet. And the mother is boasting this stranger and then complaining, saying, my daughter won't talk to me. That's nuts.
People that connect her and says, weren't you concerned for her safety? She's being stalked, harassed, and followed. I'm not stalking her. I'm not harassing her. And I'm certainly not following her. And I'm not contacting her brands.
Okay, internet, go do your thing. Yeah, she's not doing it, but she's definitely feeling the fire.
I haven't spoken to a single brand. I contacted one just to verify if they had a relationship. But it was repeated comments like this yesterday. And then Lauren's comment was, hold on, let me find it. Hold on, it was before that one. Sorry, you guys. If on your phone the texts are blue, but on your parents' phone they are green, someone is in the middle seeing to it that you never see those messages.
No. And I talked about this because I have an iPhone. If if the messages come through green, it means that somebody is not in a place with coverage or with Wi-Fi or coverage. Someone is in a building in which the text can't get out. You could be in a basement or something, or in a parking garage. You know what I mean? Anywhere. It could be in a place. You could be in a hospital near the X-ray machines or something, the radiology. That will do it too. That will make the text come out green when they eventually get there, because they also take forever. Any place where it's going to take your 5 or 4G phone and drop it down to 3G or less, that's when they're going to come up green. Because where I work, that building is kind of like that. We have Wi-Fi, and the village is kind of like a cellular dead area. It almost seems like, but throughout the building, like Wi-Fi will work here, but cellular won't. Or cellular will work here, but Wi-Fi won't. And that's how it goes. And a lot of times when I'm texting Michael, because he has an iPhone, it shows up green on my phone still as it's trying to go through. So and it isn't until like maybe, I don't know, I go to the bathroom or I go get something to eat or I go somewhere to get something for the bar, that it finally will show up blue again. This happens all the time. But as someone said in chat, you can accidentally block someone very easily, and it's true, you can. In the old days, like when we had the flip phones, if you wanted to block a number, you had to go like onto your wireless carrier's website, go into your account and do it through the website. Now you just do it on the phone, and you can easily hit the wrong thing and end up blocking someone. It is very easy to do. It's kind of like ridiculous. It shouldn't be that easy. Come on.
Think about how wrong that is. We all love and support you, Miranda. Go see your mommy and daddy. If you are a 25-year-old woman and like you have someone controlling your accounts to the extent that like people are blocked and you don't even know it.
Someone in Texas or someone in chat saying how they hate green bubbles. I saw a meme, and I don't care. It's still one of the best memes I've seen, but I showed a green text saying, "Hey, this is so-and-so from the other night. I just thought, I reach out to you. What's up?" And the person responds with, "Oh, hey, yeah, I see the text is green. Sorry, yeah, I don't date poor people." I love it.
That's kind of a red flag. And then her response, and I don't know if this is even Miranda responding, was so ugly. We filmed like 2 videos together, and I don't even really know you like that. And I'm not really sure of a nice way to say this, but please stay out of my business. Go see your mommy and daddy.
Ginger B says, I deleted the phone part of my phone one time. I got to hear more about that at some point.
I mean, she has videos on that page of someone that is like a friend of a friend that has been speaking out for them, and she's calling her a stalker and a psycho. And it's like, I don't even believe she's writing this stuff. That's my opinion. I don't believe that she's writing this. I don't believe that she even has a clue what's really happening. And I don't think she accidentally blocked her parents. I just can't see that possible.
Okay. Then she must have a body double, there must be a doppelganger who's just as great of a dancer as she is too, mind you. And this cult employed the doppelganger, and they're making the doppelganger do all these social media videos and shit, pointing out what a crazy bitch, Katie is here and all the harm she's causing. Like, Miranda just must be like somewhere on a beach somewhere, just completely oblivious to everything going on. Or no, wait, maybe she was sold into slavery somewhere or something. I don't know.
So if a management company really cared about their talent, the last thing they would be doing is burning every bridge that person has. And then blaming the blogger and the reporter who's covering it for the downfall. It was Melanie and her parents that put out the story. And then it was me and then other reporters that picked up the story and did the investigations.
Renelle, I don't think I have a copy of that. I might be able to get it though. Let me see. I don't think. I would, for my video today, I used Llama Girl. So I can I can ask someone, see if I can get it though. And if I'll let you know.
They told us the problems in that video, and we sought the answers through our investigations, and we confirmed a lot of their suspicions and what they knew. So if you care about this community, and if you care about these dancers and you care about them not recruiting people, you need to say something. Because today you have a dancer from this group that says tag upcoming dancers.
Muted. That's right. If I don't do that, I'll get a stupid copyright claim. Wait a minute. I almost wonder if that's why Katie's like playing a lot of these videos now lately, just to like try to screw us over with that. I thought. So we're just gonna have to miss what she says. Okay.
They know that they can't tag their friends anymore because their friends don't want to work with them. So they're going to try to find up and coming dancers that don't know anything about them, that are naive, that just want money. There's way more to the industry than money. And if you're chasing fame and you're getting in bed with like the devil to get that goal, I mean, this is what can happen. Do you want your friends, your sisters, your little sisters and brothers to get recruited into this? This is in LA and it's all over the internet. So Robert is also suing me because I said that James abandoned his son. He kind of did though, didn't he? So please do me a huge favor. If you are one of those people that has been watching me for the last several weeks and has been watching me get beat up and watching other people get beat up, speak up so that we're not taking all the heat. Speak up so it goes further than just us. Speak up so that you spread out the message so it's not isolated to one person. Please speak out and stop putting it all on Dana and stop putting it all on, you know, those few that have spoken out. Matt Stefanina is one that I can't fathom for why he hasn't said anything.
Okay.
Matt Stefanina was their roommate. He was the man that these kids lived with before they left for this group. Matt Stefanina, why aren't you saying anything for your friends that you cared about?
Thank you so much for the super sticker. Is it Maps Cat? I think Maps Cat. Thank you.
About like, why can't you just take 2 minutes to say, I'm sorry, like, please help my friends? Instead of posting video after video after video with Enola, a girl that they tried to recruit. It doesn't matter if Dana and Matt are exes. Who the fuck cares? Their relationship has nothing to do with this situation. But Matt, and who's the guy that has the mask? The dancer that has the mask.
Was it her friend first?
That guy. And then the other guy, John. Poor Enola. I know. Enola, you can definitely do better. I'm glad that you... Oh, Ave's moves. Please, Ave moves. Say something. What about John? Whatever is John, that John guy. Say something, John. What about Montana Tucker? Poppin' John. Montana Tucker. Enola isn't part of this. Like, I know that. But they tried to recruit Enola. Poppin' John. Yeah. So say something. All of you say something. I think there's only a handful that have said anything. Tim Milgram, Lauren Gottlieb, Dana, I can't even think. Joey Turman, a bunch of old Crump guys. Marley Page. Yes, Marley. Yes, you are a friend of Miranda's. Yes, Marley. Samantha Long.
So she's just like listing off all of these dancers, okay? Why are you not speaking up? Like she hasn't requested that they speak up this entire time. Sure, she may have liked it or whatever, but she hasn't like pushed for it. But now that Katie Joyce, left holding the bag after she went like far and beyond than she had any right to do alone, far beyond anyone else. Now she's finding it and like important that all of her friends speak up now for Miranda.
Trisha Miranda spoke out. But the fact that you haven't said anything to say that this isn't true also tells me that you know that it's true. Because Matt Stefanina follows me, and Allison, Twitch's wife, is liking comments. So I know she's keeping up on what's happening. I've seen Allison.
Wow. So she's calling out these known people. How dare you? Like, how dare you follow me? I know you follow me. So she's telling all of her followers, look at these people follow me. And they're not speaking up for me. They're not doing something about it. So now she has what? Her Instagram, she has almost 90,000 followers. So now she's basically dropping these hints and these ideas or these thoughts or okaying this behavior for these 90,000 people almost to, why these people need to be asked why they're not speaking out. They're following me. You don't get to follow me. You don't get to know me or whatever, or enjoy me unless you're ready to just put your entire life, everything on the line, your career, everything on the line, because I fucked up again.
In my watching my videos, Merrick Hanna. I saw Merrick Hanna also liking comments about, liked Lauren's comment too. Merrick, please say something. Like, it's scary to say something, but
Becky Ann says, I'm really like, hey, has anyone else complained about their channel subscription showing as inactive? I haven't heard anything. But yeah, if there's an issue or whatever, please let me know. I mean, that video I made today, I went into members and I downloaded the list or the because it's easier for me to download it and put it here in like the numbers thing. And that way, if I read the names off through YouTube, I only get like 5 names at a time and I have to keep stopping and then I have to edit and everything. So I download them and then I put them up in a nice big spreadsheet and then I only have to like move the page once. So it's a lot easier in editing. So as of today, I know that there was a good huge list of members and active anyway. So I don't know. It could be though. I don't know. Good night, Renelle. Yeah, I'll definitely let you know. I'll catch the rest. Awesome. I think you probably wake up in the morning, maybe you watch me. I know I wake up in the morning and I watch you. So good night. I'll let you know about that too.
Silence is deafening. And the fact that nothing's being said is just making it so that like those of us that have spoken out just look like we're crazy.
Autistic Shield, the live she's asking about is from yesterday. Like the live we're watching now, this was the first live. She ended up coming back on a little later, I guess, and she did a second live. And the second live is the one that I pulled clips from it for my video that I uploaded today. It's where she goes off on Emily D. Baker and she's saying, this wasn't filed. This lawsuit is on the party. It wasn't filed. That one, that would be the live.
And I mean, if Robert is serious about his lawsuit against me, all of these accounts that we know are his don't help because it just shows that he doesn't care. And then last night, he blatantly showed online that this lawsuit is a like intimidation tactic because they don't want the Wilkins to have any sort of connection to me, believing that the Wilkins are the only family that's affected, which is not true. I have spoken to multiple parents of people inside that are just as worried. I have spoken to families of people that are in from like 20 years ago that are still in that are worried. Please, please, please speak out.
Well, if Autistic Shield, if you have it, yeah. I mean, I don't have it. I'll take
like,
it.
These people aren't involved. Like 7M is a small contained group.
If you don't mind hooking me up with it, yeah, definitely. Because like my video today, I used Llama Girl's clips there from Twitter, which I don't care, that I don't mind using it at all. It was just I was only doing it on that small section of the video, anyways. But yeah, that's a video that people are if you make any kind of content with Katie, that's a video you're going to want to keep, and it's going to be good to have the whole file. So yes, if you don't mind sharing it, that would be so awesome of you. Yeah, I'm just, hit me up on Facebook, whatever. Thank you.
Group. Use your Instagrams, use your Instagram stories. I don't have.
Oh, sure.
And just use your platform. Be responsible. You're all role models to the to the young dancers. Show the young dancers that look up to you, that want to go to your classes, and that are watching your reels that make you money and watching your TikToks that make you money. Why don't you show them that you're what a role model should be?
Exactly, because Katie Joy is showing everyone what a role model, should look like. She's bullying people online, and she's making up shit to manipulate them and exploit them into doing what she thinks is better for them. She's the moral police. What better example to set for our youth than that?
And speak out.
That too.
If Allison's been following along this whole time, she knows enough to say something, right? So does Twitch. So does Ellen. So does Matt. Ellen's put them on the channel on her network so many times. All right, I have to go. And just use your platforms. Yeah, fiction, you can say something too. Just please use your platforms. Don't be complicit to what's happening. Be courageous.
To me. Don't be complicit to me.
The truth is the best defense. And I'm not worried about me, but I am worried about the dance community. So do what you need to do.
She's so concerned about the dance community that she worked extra hard to get a good, good portion of their, really talented dancers just practically blacklisted from the entire community. That's how much she cares. Okay. So for the next one, it's the Emily D. Baker one. I'm going to play from Twitter. I have to open up Twitter again. My internet's been running a little slow too today. I don't noticeably slow. We had set it reset it 3 times, a hard reset, and I just did that last week or something. I don't know what's going on. Freaking Spectrum. Okay, so this one, I'm going to play from Llama Girl's clip. So here's the first one. Let me share screen. Good night, Michelle Squire Wells. Thanks for being here. I still have messages down here. Okay.
Be silly or funny. Oh, I'm shiny.
Well, let me read this. Because I want to say this. I want to also shout this out about Llama Girl. For the longest time, I've been saying I need some sort of searchable database or something set up for all my files and shit on the computer. Because if it's a screenshot, there's no information about what it entails. I need to create something like that. Llama Girl, though, I've come to discover in each of these, 2-3 minute clips that she tweets, she gives a brief little summary on each tweet. And I gotta say, using like the search advance on Twitter, and Llama Girl doing what she does has made finding a lot of shit like so much easier. So it's like, dude, she's so deserving of that coffee. I'm just saying. Just saying.
You can join me. I want to be 100% clear right now, like 100%. I'm not going to mess around. I'm not going to be silly or funny. I'm going to be real here.
Well, we know that.
My lawsuit is not filed in court. It is not filed in court.
When I first watched that, I thought she was going to say, my lawsuit is my lawsuit. Like, my truth is my truth.
I will show you that it is not filed in court. Not one person has reached out to me to ask for a copy of the lawsuit. How then? Because
we all know how accommodating she would have been, right? Especially like imagine if I messaged her for a copy of that. Imagine that. Imagine it. Like,
do all of these YouTubers have the lawsuit? Who did they get the lawsuit from? Because it is not filed in court. Anyone speaking about this lawsuit communicated with the cult. Is that?
I'm not saying that this is what happened. Okay. I'm not saying that I talked to her. I'm not saying anything like that. I want to put that out there. But let me just say, she reaches out to people all the time in ways to get information, all kinds of shit, information, whatever. And she's seen it happen throughout the Toddy Westbrook lawsuit. Like, does she not think that people who are coming for her are going to reach out to the community already built and formed, like, to expose her? I mean, she tried to be a member of like the Duggar Snark community, but they quickly got rid of her, it seems. So, I mean, of course, people are going to try and do that when people who are professionals and coming at this in a professional manner, they're going to come to a community that's already built. Like, what is...
Who you want to be following? Do you want to follow someone that will willingly take a lawsuit from a man like Robert? Because this is not filed in court. This was a pocket service. There is no court record. We are not under the jurisdiction of a court. They got the lawsuit from the cult, not from me. It's not in court. There is no case number, no judge. It has not been filed in court. If you are a YouTuber and you are talking about this case, you did not get it from me. You got it from the cult. Do you want to stand on the side of the cult? Because we didn't give you this. We didn't give you this.
Do you want to stand on the side of the cult? Like, I had ideas going through my head for today's video. Like, I wanted to do like this cutaway to this clip or something. Like, you know how like in movies or shows or whatever, they have two people or whatever trying to get the dog to go to each side. Yeah, I was going to make myself the dog, for granted. Okay. But I obviously, it was one of those crazy ideas I wasn't going to go through with, but I just pictured it for a second. I'm like, I mean, just like, it would have been hilarious, I think, if just like just made it look like, okay, yeah, I'll go over here with, crazy call. I'm not going to go there and be like, no, fuck that. I'd rather have the call.
If you have a copy of it, that means you got it from Robert or you got it from 7M.
Or the lawyers, or maybe somebody else in the company of 7M, maybe somebody who worked at the lawyers, maybe any number of places, really. I mean,
it's not filed in court. It's called pocket service. That means
oh, so since it's pocket service, does she think that like people are pocketing her for it then? Is that why she's getting all mad? I mean,
can't go online and find this. That means you can't download this from the court.
Okay, next clip.
the parties.
Oh, okay. So the next clip here, KJ keeps slapping her paperwork. You guys got this, not from the court. She explains pocket service. Do you want to argue with me? I love her descriptions too. I'm just saying.
You have to request it from the court. No, they have not filed anything in court.
I first heard that. I'm like, so what are you requesting the court for? Like, it's not in the court. Why do you have to go through the court to get something that's not in the court? Like I think she did this video. I think she was just like, she was having some like attack of desperation or like anxiety attack. Like I don't know, like nothing made sense.
We have not been notified of it being filed in court. This is what we have.
What the fuck is
no
she paying
case
her
number.
lawyers
It
for?
is not filed in court. When it's filed in court, we are notified. No, it's not a fake lawsuit. It just means that it hasn't been filed. So you guys got this not from the court.
Very good. You know, I tell you, it's impressive. Just she has such a great perception of the obvious, right?
This was sent to my home. They showed up at my home with the lawsuit. This is called pocket service. Pocket service in the state of Minnesota means from the date that you file, you have 1 year, or from you draft the lawsuit, you have 1 year to file it with the court.
Oh, so during that year, you're not allowed to give it to anyone else? Like,
have not been filed in the court.
What's the relevance?
That means, and they do this in the state because a lot of these lawsuits never go to court. And so what they do is they allow pocket service, which allows attorneys to work things out outside the jurisdiction of a judge. It's still a lawsuit, but it's not in the public domain.
What? How do you figure? How is it not in the public? Just because it's not filed with the court doesn't mean it's not public information.
It hasn't been filed. They requested injunctions, but that doesn't mean it's been filed. You can put anything in a complaint, but it hasn't been filed. Like, do you want to argue with me? Because I'm the party here. Pocket service is used when someone isn't serious about their lawsuit. Pocket service is used when people want to start a lawsuit to like be a dick, or they don't want to deal with the court.
That's insane. It still costs money to get the lawsuit drafted up. Like, if it's a lawsuit that entails a bit of information and work, and you go to a, I don't know, somewhat decent lawyer, it can cost thousands of dollars to get that pocket service type filing. Yeah, people want to be a dick that much that they're just going to throw thousands of dollars at it just to be a dick. Oh, this one says,
so if
KJ says you are in bed with the cult if you had the lawsuit and included Emily. She starts slagging off Emily. KJ says she doesn't know why anyone takes Emily serious. I am not jealous of Emily. Yeah, of course you are.
you knew about this lawsuit ahead of time, that means you were speaking to the cult. If you knew about this and you have these documents, that means you're speaking to the cult. If you're reporting on this and you have the documents, you're in bed with the cult. You can be in bed.
Good thing I have a big bed. No, I'm kidding. I don't have a big bed.
With the cult. And on the wrong side, again, like you always are, Emily, or you can be on the right side. I am so tired of Emily.
Okay, chat. Let's take a little poll here. What would you rather be? Like, let's say Katie Joy's side was the right side. Would you rather be on the right side with Katie Joy? Press 1. If you'd rather be any other side that's wrong, away from Katie Joy, press 2. Let's vote. I know what I'm going to press. Why is my thing not working? What the hell? What did I just do? Why did it go off my video? I tried to vote, but now I can't vote. There's my thing. Okay, there we go. Yep. Exactly. I don't think I see a single one in there. Of course. Oh, what's that? Oh, God, I thought there was a phone number. First, I thought it was the Jenny number, 2675309. Yep, all twos. Oh, wait, I didn't see this. You guys are slipping, man. Who forgot the 69? Who forgot this? You guys all forgot the 69, it looks like, so I had to put it. Yep, no 69. Okay. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I'm an idiot. I'm playing off of Twitter now.
Emily Baker, she has made my life hell for 2 years. I don't even talk about her on my channel. She has done every one of my lawsuits, and she acts like they're the biggest deal in the fucking world. None of them have gone anywhere. When I was being sued by Tati Westbrook, she convinced people that I was going to go to jail for civil contempt and that I was destroying evidence when I wasn't destroying evidence. And she also slandered my attorney. She made mockeries of the judge. She gave the judge a nickname. Mind you, she is a bar she's a bar licensed attorney in the state of California. And she was disparaging a fellow bar attorney. When you're an officer of the court, ethically, you are not supposed to disparage or slander other officers of the court.
Pretty sure that's some bullshit right there. Like, I know that there's a rule like in Congress, where it's against rules wherever in Congress to sit there in Congress, stand up and talk about Congress stuff and start just talking shit about one of your fellow congressmen. Crazy, but yeah, there's some rule like that. But I'm pretty sure lawyers can talk smack about other lawyers. I'm pretty sure that's allowed. May not be wise professionally, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's allowed.
So
I know, Claudia, I know
that she's going to get it. And someone told
None
me
of that
she's
is true.
been lying.
42, good
so
answer.
If Emily has it, if any other channel has it, I don't understand how anyone can take Emily seriously when she.
Hey, I just noticed in the chat there, Sassy Nas. 13 months, good times. I know. There's if maybe 5 or so members that have been just members since I could have members, and you're one of them. So thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so appreciative. It's been fun, huh? Why do I keep wanting to play the other video?
She's on her channel cursing, saying facts, not fuckery, and she's not licensed in the state of Tennessee. So she's playing an attorney, but she's not licensed in the state that she works in.
She doesn't work in Tennessee. She does not work in Tennessee law. She does not work in Tennessee as a lawyer. She doesn't work in federal court in Tennessee. She doesn't work in Tennessee. She could literally do her job as a commentator on all things law anywhere in the world. It's not Tennessee related. She doesn't need to be licensed there.
That she's in. She, in the state of Tennessee, cannot give legal advice. Unless she's in the state of California, she cannot practice law.
She's not practicing law. She's not giving legal advice. She's not doing any of that. Apparently, Katie Joy apparently just loves to show us how very little she knows about the life. She can't even recognize legal advice when she doesn't see it.
That means you have to get the law. So legally speaking, what I have is it's a lawsuit. It's just not in court. I don't know if that makes anyone else.
She's not filed in court yet.
I don't know if it was anyone else. So I'm not jealous of Emily, Chris.
Love it. All right, so the next clip. Says KJ says she doesn't watch Emily. Lies. Here come all her fucking fans. Block, 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 blockety block. We are countersuing and estimating in the millions right now. She says you need psychological help if you are on 7M's side, insinuating that Emily does just because she has the lawsuit.
I don't give a shit. I don't even pay attention to Emily.
Sure.
I don't care about
Sure,
Emily.
Jen.
I don't watch Emily. Emily can have a great life. I just wish Emily would stop talking about me.
Are you fucking kidding me? Thank you for becoming a member, Maps Cat.
Here come all her fucking fans. So at the end of the day, they're not going to get an injunction because I haven't done anything wrong. And they're not going to win the injunction. They haven't even gone to court yet. We have 21 days to respond, and we are going to be responding, denying all allegations, and we are countersuing, and we're still working on damages right now. We're estimating in the millions right now. So I have zero interest on going on Emily's channel. There's nothing to defend. Anyone that takes the lawsuit that 7M seriously needs psychological help. You need psychological help if you are defending 7M. You need psychological
Who's defending
help
them?
if you are defending the claims that they're making, and you need psychological help.
No one defends the claim that they're making. They're just acknowledging that there's some fucking truth to the claims that they're making.
If you're on that side. Yes, I have a production team.
Yes, Tad sets up the camera over here. Frida stands guard. Her son might do her makeup. I know. I'm kidding about that. All right. Her son does nothing. He goes plays in the other room. But yeah, so yeah, there's that. And then the cat, the one that keeps trying to get away. Well, maybe that one's just busy eating her hands. Maybe that's why her fingers are bleeding, because the cat keeps biting her. I don't know. That's production team.
And uncivil law, if he pulled it from the court, he got it before we did.
How much is she paying that lawyer there? Wait a minute. That doesn't even make sense. Like, if she's saying that when she was served, it wasn't filed yet, then how would he have gotten it before she got it? Like, nobody. I mean, I didn't pay attention to what he showed today. Did his have the stamp and everything on it? I had to have, because I can't imagine, like, and no one that I know of would have gotten it without the stamp. So, I mean, it's got to be it. So if it was filed, then clearly she'd been served, because they didn't file it until after she had been served. She doesn't listen to anything she says. I don't know. All right, so next one. KJ accuses Emily of going off or getting off on this. She says she almost sued her last year and still could. She threatens to file a bar complaint against Emily. What, the California State Bar? Because I mean, she just kept saying over and over again how she doesn't have a license in Tennessee. Why would you complain to the bar about her? She insinuates that if Emily reads it, she's on the cult side. She said the lawsuit won't go anywhere. She encourages Emily. That's how she encourages Emily, by threatening her with a freaking bar complaint. It's awesome.
That likes to get off on
the next Tony
I just
Robbins.
want to remind you, Emily Baker, we almost filed a complaint with the bar. We almost sued you. We're still in the statute of limitations to sue you for what you did last year. So just remember that. I can still file a lawsuit against you at any time, Emily, for what you did. And we can still file a bar complaint against you. So we've asked you to stop and you don't. And if you are going to be on the side of the cult, it's not the right side to be on.
Did that clip down? No, okay.
It is crap. The whole lawsuit is crap. We went through the entire lawsuit today and it's bullshit. It's
she's a legal expert, so
there's claims in there that aren't even things that I said. He used statements that Lydia Chung made as mine.
I'm pretty sure that maybe not every single one, but damn near close to it. The majority of claims that Lydia Chung made in her old lawsuit there, and while talking with Katie Joy then went around and repeated it and did initially say, this comes from Lydia, Lydia said this, whatever. These are Lydia's claims. But we all know that that's how it starts. And then before long, she's adopting these claims as her own. And then she starts pushing these claims as though they're fact. And also how many times did she say, like, one of the lawsuits, something was said, and I can't remember what it was, but it could be, if you stretched it really far and just, pulled a muscle, you could take it as the court was saying, we would love to rule in, Lydia's favor here, but, just our hands are tied. There's just not enough evidence, but we have no doubt that dude's guilty. Like, that's how she took it. That's how she was trying to pass it along. That was her assessment. That was her analysis of what she was reading. That wasn't Lydia's.
And they also used like things I didn't say in there. They also posted like upon information and belief, meaning they had no proof of what was said. If you are worried about me, you're focusing on the wrong people. Emily and Uncivil, what I would encourage you to do is start digging into the lawsuits that have been filed against Robert Shin. If you want to do the Lord's work, that's where you should be going. Check out Robert's Chung versus Lydia Chung versus Robert Shin. It's in the Orange County Courthouse. That would be a good one for you to get used to.
Doesn't she have it? Why doesn't she just post it?
There's several lawsuits in the Los Angeles court. There's multiple bankruptcies that have been associated with his group. I've also been told that there's police reports that have been filed at the La Mirada police station. That's where I would focus my energy if I were you. I have used evidence. I've used court records.
You see, what an actual reporter would have done had they been Katie in Katie's shoes is, after talking to Lydia Chung, they would have then turned around and looked into Lydia Chung. They would have then spoken to other people who were around at the time and, witnesses to how things played out, anyone that they could have from that time era, to get a sense or a feel for who it is, which side is more credible. But no, she didn't do that. So why would anyone else just make the same mistake she made? She's facing a lawsuit for the shit she did. And she's advising other people to, just go do the same shit. That's what I would do. I would go do the same shit. Okay. Next we have KJ said that Emily belonged to a little group behind the scenes regarding the Tati lawsuit. She says any hold fence. I'm sorry. There's a typo. Anyone who defends 7M discredits anyone who has come to her with their trauma. So if you disbelieve Katie, then really what you're saying is anyone who's been traumatized and talked to Katie, well, then you're against them. Black. She said that Emily spread a narrative that she sent death threats. She was a stalker. Oh.
Viewed people, and anyone that is going to defend them is going to be discrediting the people that have come to me with their trauma. I'm not mad at uncivil law. Like, I really don't care. If you think I'm going after Miranda, I'm not. Nobody's attacking Miranda. Nobody.
Not yet, you
Everyone
mean.
on this side wants Miranda safe. We want her out. We want her free. That's what everyone over here wants. No one's attacking her. Emily spread a narrative that I sent death threats. She spread a narrative that I was stalking people and harassing them. She made people believe that I was going to be arrested for destroying evidence. She was actually in a little group that was like behind the scenes doing stuff, kind of following me. She was really close to the prosecution's or the plaintiff's attorney.
Wait a second.
And when we attempted to reach out with her.
So little group, the accusation she just made there, is she saying that Emily is part of the EKC cult? Is that what she's, please tell me that's what she's saying. Please tell me that Emily is part of the EKC cult, please. That would make us like the coolest, smartest cult ever, like for real. Please be that, please be that.
To share our side, she refused to speak with us. She didn't have to speak with us, but she was trying to say that her coverage was unbiased, but she wasn't, because she was getting information directly from the plaintiff's side.
About another case.
That lawsuit was dismissed, and
the information that Saltz gave her was from another case, from another lawyer. He played like the intermediary. He had the filing or whatever because he's a lawyer representing the same client in another matter. So it made sense that he would be reprised of that case and what was going on there. That's why he had it. So he then shared that with permission with Emily. So Emily could then speak on that lawsuit. That's what he did.
I have a settlement agreement with them only because I was going to sue them after it was dismissed in Minnesota. And instead of filing a lawsuit against them, we settled.
Wow, that was some like next level, like legal mastery there. I mean, she psyched them out. She said, yo, if you don't settle this, if you don't tell me what it is you want from me and allow me a chance to give you everything that you're asking for, I'm going to sue you. And you know what? They took her bait. They were scared shitless and they accepted her terms.
And that settlement included a mediation where Tati and I and her attorneys went through everything, and everyone agreed no defamation happened. It was a huge misunderstanding, and everything was fine. And everything is fine when it comes to Tati and her attorneys. I have nothing negative to say about Tati.
You mean you don't have any defamation about Tati? Wonder how come?
Like, the whole situation was a mess. And thankfully, through mediation, everything was sorted out.
Yeah. Through legal strong arming, everything was sorted out. All right, next we have KJ says, am I running a cult? Yes, you are. She says these lawsuits never go anywhere. She says she is going to request the Zoom hearing be continued with Todd Chrisley till after his criminal case is done. Yeah, that's not how shit works. That criminal case can drag on for quite a while still. I mean, though the civil court is going to be like, oh, yeah, sure, we could wait and do that. I mean, yeah, because we're going to give one side a possible advantage here, and that's what might happen if Todd Chrisley were to lose his criminal case there, then that could possibly put Katie in the advantage, and every court takes sides like that. So yeah, that.
So that's my.
You know, that counts. I think that counts. Autistic
You think
Shill.
discovery and depositions will say otherwise about.
So in the comments here, Autistic Shill says, Emily D. Baker is part of EKC People Subcult. There, someone said it. It counts.
About what? About me? that I'm a bad person. Am I running a cult? I'm just sick, you guys, and I'm tired, and I don't want to deal with this, and it's boring. Do you understand how boring this is to me? This isn't exciting. It's not going to go anywhere. These lawsuits never go anywhere. So, like, just to give you an update on the Todd Chrisley lawsuit, I can give you an update on that. They've posted a Zoom for a hearing that they say is going to happen in the end of April, but we are actually not going to have that hearing. We're going to request that the hearing be continued until after his criminal case has been adjudicated. So once he's gone through his case, and his criminal case will answer a lot of his claims against me, and his lawsuit overwhelmingly is baseless. We expect it to be thrown out, but the lawsuit includes what I shared today in he was accusing me about this alleged sex tape issue that happened where Lindsay felt like he was threatened. And all I did was report on what was a police report and what she said on Dr. Phil.
Oh, so was it? So it was on Dr. Phil then. Was it Dr. Phil then that said, yeah, Todd Chrisley is 100% gay? That was Dr. Phil, right?
I haven't taken the Chrisley lawsuit seriously since day one. I haven't even thought about it. My attorneys take care of it. They have not asked for discovery in weeks. Todd's criminal case has been ramping up. And one of the recent rulings in his, one of the recent deadlines in his criminal case was that he could not add any more discovery. So the US government filed this motion, and they basically said we have yet to receive all the discovery from him, but at this point in time, he's passed tense. I've used court records. I have interviewed people.
Okay, all right.
And anyone that
all right. So before we go on here, what was it? Oh, okay. Well, whatever. We get to the end of it. So before we go on though, here, all right. I want to play a clip of Uncivil Laws stream. Someone in the comments told me to go to the 42-minute mark and to check that out. So we went the Katie Joy Paulson reappears one. Because I haven't watched all of this one yet. I watched 6 minutes of it, maybe. I watched Emily D. Baker's though today. Oh, shoot, wait, let me take that down. Okay, so 42-minute mark about
members of 7M and their associates have been stalked since defendant began posting the false statements. You can't prove an association from her, so that won't work. Members of 7M and their associates have received threats since defendants began posting it.
These exotic dancers.
The conduct of defense were intended to cause plaintiffs to severe emotional distress.
Sorry, the chat over here, the Joe, whatever, are these exotic dancers.
Or perpetrated with reckless disregard. The extreme and outrageous conduct of defendants included but is not limited to a series of harassments where a defendant published to various public mediums false statements about plaintiffs, including, okay, so here's the specific things we're saying are intentional infliction of emotional distress. They are a cult. They're engaged in sex trafficking. That would kind of do it. They're engaged in mind control. I don't know that would cause IED because it's so stupid.
I didn't start from exactly the 42-minute mark because I feel like whenever someone gives me a timestamp like that, I should start a minute before in case there's any context or whatever I need to grab. So we're coming up. We're at 41 minutes, 31 seconds. So we're 30 seconds away from 42 minutes. So whatever it is, it should be coming up.
That I don't know that you could. Yeah. Who believes that? That they do not pay their clients pursuant to contracts. They force their clients to live in hustle houses, among various other statements outlined in false statements. Maybe. They posted numerous videos and statements about the plants daily. Yeah. Katie Joy is live saying there's no lawsuit formally filed, so you got it from the cult. No, I pulled it directly from the state of Minnesota's court website myself, personally. It's on the docket. So I don't really know what to tell you. It's filed. It's on the docket. I pulled it myself. So it's got a docket number and everything. Yeah. Someone tell Katie Joy she's wrong. Someone tell Katie Joy she's wrong. It's filed. Can she jump on your stream? That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
I just,
If she wants to.
I just want to also throw it out there that anytime if she were to ever throw, she'd always be welcome on my stream. Always. Like, yep. I don't understand why when she comes along on some people's streams or whatever chat, people tell her no. I don't get that. I don't get that. Like, oops. How?
Stephanie says no. I don't know. I'm thinking yes. Sure, why not? She wants to step on the stream, that's fine. We'll have to set it up, but yeah, that's fine. She can email me at uncivillawYT@gmail.com, and we'll figure.
I wouldn't even need to set that. She could show up right now. She could come on, like, for real.
Something out. Plans to restate. Now, that being said, of course, if 7M wants to appear on the stream, I guess out of necessity, I would have to extend them the same favor. So if Robert Shin, so if Katie Joy comes on, I guess out of fairness, I will have to extend the same favor to 7M. So this could get interesting.
Someone says in the chat, Lisa says, I don't understand why they are not trying to criminally charge KJ with stalking and or harassment. Because I mean, again, I'm not a legal expert or whatever, but I would imagine it's because like she's not really stalking them. I mean, she's not following them around to get this information or know these things about them. They're putting it all out there on stream, or on the public arena on social media. So I mean, if you're putting all this shit out there in the middle of the street for viewers to see, and so whatever people drive by and see it, they're not stalking you. You put it out there. You know what I mean? That's what I would imagine. As far as like harassment or whatever. Wait, what did you ask for? Or what was the question? Forget what word you used. Stalking, harassment, I think it was, yeah. Harassment, maybe. You know, I mean, it's still online harassment, and like she's not trying to actively get people to come at them or whatever. So even that, I don't think it'd be like a huge priority case, though. I mean, I don't know. What did it pop? And what was that?
Anyways, carrying back on. That they knew the statements were false, made false statements both orally and writing, made false statements to third persons without consent, within the protection of the statute, suffered harm as direct result. Yeah, that could do it. Stephanie says no. Stephanie says no. Stephanie doesn't want me to have enough fun. She's on Instagram.
So is Stephanie saying no? She can't come on?
State and incorporate by reference all.
Because I see Stephanie's a moderator. So is Uncivil like, yeah, no, she can come on? Stephanie's like, no, absolutely not. No. Is that how it's going?
All paragraphs set forth Plaintiff had made and continue to make various statements disparaging plaintiffs, have disparaged goods, services, or businesses. I don't think so.
Oh my God, that's some funny shit right there.
Deceptive trade practices, maybe, but it seems a little thin. Stephanie says, if you love me, you'll say no, since I'm recovering from surgery. Okay, Stephanie.
These things really are a pain in the ass to get on just right. I'm just saying. I mean, I was screwing around with it last night, whatever, just trying to make it look believable when I did it. And I'm like, holy shit, I'm just going to really try and put it on. It's no more believable than that. It's really hard. All right.
Plans restate and incorporate by reference all paragraph previously set forth. Plans have a reasonable expectation of economic advantages from their prospective customers, clients, and businesses. Plaintiffs knew of plaintiffs' expectation of economic advantages. Defendants post intentionally interfered with the expected economic advantage. So this is just tortious interference again. And the problem here, obviously, on this claim is you'd have to usually, almost always, you have to show specific things. Okay. So this is too general, right?
Is there anything else I wanted to point out? Like, I got that. Like, Katie be wrong. She's welcome to come on, though. If there's any other timestamp anyone wants me to pull up, let me know, and I will gladly do so. For now, though, I'm going to go back to the Llama Girl clips. If I can find it. I got too many tabs open. Okay. So here, KJ says she was never deposed. KJ says is filing a countersuit. She says she doesn't really have any relationship with any of these other accounts beyond DMs regarding a story or shaming information.
But we didn't have any discovery to give him. And he can't use me because I have nothing to offer his case. So he said that he was going to depose me twice. And I will say that we were never deposed. We were never they tried to depose us, but the judge in his civil case stopped depositions. So we were never deposed. I was never a part of that lawsuit. I never had to sit for a deposition. So generally what happens in these cases is two things. You can either do a motion to dismiss, you can file a summary judgment, or you can file a countersuit with counterclaims. So we will file an answer and we will file a countersuit. And generally once you file a countersuit, generally that's when the lawsuits fall apart because the person realizes, well, I might not win and I might have to pay for theirs.
Oops, I'm pausing the wrong freaking tab now. I mean, she's honestly believing and trying to insist that lawyers are unable to see arguments coming back at them. They're unable to predict what the other side might say or do. I mean, that's the whole. They can't effectively do their job without already knowing the answers to like pretty much any question that they put out there or anything that they put out there. I mean, I don't know. I can't even. It's just so ludicrous. I can't even come up with a good enough comparison. There's nothing that crazy.
So, I don't have anything to say about Virginia or any of the other accounts. I don't really have a relationship with any of these accounts beyond DMs about sharing information or sharing a story. So no.
Yeah, she no longer calls him her best friend either. I mean, she learned her lesson.
I have zero. I don't know anything about any of it.
Including what state they live in.
She never claimed to be a good friend of Kelly's. There is someone that does know her from childhood, but isn't public, and it's not Virginia.
Oh, did that stop? Oh, I did. Shoot, sorry. All right, so next one. We have KJ says she's not worried regarding the lawsuit, and she says anyone who makes a big deal about this case online is in the cult. She says she has a production company. She says huge production companies reached out to her. She says it's hilarious that Robert wants her to remove everything about him online.
Also, former members of the church have told me that this has been done before by him, that he hates to spend money on lawyers, that he's just doing this. They think he's just doing this to intimidate me.
I'm sorry, wait a minute.
I have.
Who loves to spend money on lawyers? Like, who is so like thrilled that they get to spend all kinds of crazy ass money on billable hours that they'll never actually get to see and never really verify if all those hours were spent on their behalf, or to go through the turmoil of a lawsuit, criminal or civil? Who doesn't jump at the chance to throw all their hard-earned money at that? Like, fucking idiots.
I think it's hilarious that they're worried about me. I'm so small compared to them. If they are such a huge, successful organization, tiny
Good
little
night, just
me
looking.
is insignificant.
Thanks for being here.
So, long story short, no, I'm not worried about this lawsuit. Anyone that makes a big deal of this lawsuit online is with the cult. I don't address any of these accounts that go off on me because they're really just worthless. They're not worth my time. I do have a production company. That is true. But no, I'm not going to be releasing that information. It's not anybody's when an official announcement comes, it'll come.
Hey, Claire.
But I also know factually that there are many production companies that are shopping this right now. Lionsgate,
Shopping
which is
what?
a huge company, reached out to me. The group that did Seduced, they reached out to me. The group that did The Vow on HBO, they reached out to me. Huge production companies with huge budgets. So
someone in chat asked what happened to Jessie Bear, and I have no idea. Last I heard, she was still around. She just, like, Katie doesn't really go and do lives anymore on YouTube, and that's where I think the majority of us would always see Jessie Bear. So if, her lives are on Instagram and she doesn't save her lives, and you can't see the live chat, and even if she, did save her lives, then we're not going to have much of an opportunity to see Jessie Bear unless we're physically there in the live stream as it's happening. I think that's maybe why. I think because last I heard, Jessie Bear she's still around, she's still involved. It's just, when we don't see anyone anymore, really, because of, when Katie goes live and where.
I know that there's many companies right now looking at this. Oh. He wants an injunction for me to remove everything about him online. That's hilarious.
Well,
you can't.
Wait a minute. She wanted the Facebook group taken down. She wants the subreddit taken down. She filed for a restraining order, a TRO for a restraining order against someone to get them to stop talking about her on the internet. And I'm not even entirely, can't mention her at all. And I'm not even talking Steve. I'm talking about someone else. Crazy as shit. She wants to control what everyone says about her on the internet. But it's hilarious. Yeah. It's hilarious that she might have to take down lies about someone.
Force someone to remove things that are not true. or that are true. Like,
Yeah, I think you got that right the first time there. Freudian slip.
This is Charlie.
All right, so this next clip, is this the last one? Yeah, I think this is the last one. Yeah. Okay, so this is the last clip. KJ says she's not going to say any more regarding the suit. No, she's just going to keep posting about it, though. Because this was 22 hours ago that the Llama Girl put this up. So it was over 22 hours ago. And how many posts did she put up today? So KJ says she's not going to say any more regarding the suit. She says anyone who claims this is a decent lawsuit knows nothing regarding the law. She says she gets sued a lot because it's part of her job. And when you cover narcissists and criminals, I'm guessing, they like to sue. Sorry. Just I have a hard time reading. I think I have a hard time getting the sentence to just flow out naturally and me not screw up. So when I see typos and it screws me up, I'm just like I don't know. I think I take it extra hard. Like to sue. She says it's not going to end her.
All right, I have to go. I don't have any water up here. I won't be commenting further about this because honestly, it's baseless. So I just want to this is it. This is all I'm going to say. I'm done. The lawsuit is going to go nowhere. Anyone that claims it's a decent lawsuit knows nothing about the law. This is one of many lawsuits I've gone through. And also anyone that claims that I'm always getting sued, that's part of this world. Because of the type of work I do, I cover a lot of cults and they like to sue. And I also cover a lot of criminals that are.
No, it's when you cover a lot of people, but then you start calling them cults and criminals and narcissists. And that's when they start to sue.
Narcissists. And they also like to sue. And so when you are reporting on narcissists, their big defense is intimidation through legal threats. So that's just how it works. I don't look at a lawsuit as it's going to end me because none of them ever have. And they won't.
Shit. I yawn too tightly sometimes and my eyelashes kind of get stuck up there. Okay. Crazy on. Freaking crazy. All right, let me go here. I haven't looked at chat here for a few minutes. Let me go back. What are you talking about, Jamie Cushard? I want to do a video with this article I found, 21 ways to tell if someone is lying. I would like to go through each one and then show clips of KJ lying. Then, because I swear she has done all 21. Oh, yeah. That you realize, if you went through, one clip of hers and applied all these, hints of lying, the video that you yourself posted would probably be 10 times longer than Katie's. That does sound interesting, though. Absolutely. John, I take it extra hard. I do, and I feel bad. I feel like I just kind of broke Llama Girl's balls there because she had a typo, and it's not her. I get frustrated with myself when I get frustrated having, hard enough time reading as it is. And then when I screw up or whatever, I get frustrated with myself. It wasn't her, but I feel bad. But yes, I take it extra hard. Did KJ put FBI Steve on the case? Yes, but he just has no clue about it. She also put Detective Payne from LA on the case too. When she was talking about production companies contacting her, she said producers from Seduced and producers from Lionsgate, but Lionsgate produced Seduce, so she's like, or could have been like how the dancers, you know, they had contracts for Corolla and then they had contracts for Toyota. I think, yeah, that's what she said. Like, oh my God, they did they had deals with both Toyota and Corolla. Holy shit! So it's probably, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, by the way, too, like a couple people with the pink hair and shit that I had in my hair here and there over the past couple months, a couple people have asked me about like what is it and everything. Well, I ran out of the shit, so I ended up buying more. But I didn't save the box to show anyone, so I apologize. But I do have like the actual items inside of the box, and it has the name and shit on it. This time I'm trying blue, but it's called. Jesus Christ! I swear to God, my eyesight is horrible. It's called Shrine or Drop It Hair Drops, and it comes in like this is the hair, whatever, the color droplet or whatever, drops or whatever, and it comes in a box like this big, you know, all around or whatever, and the color of the box will be the color of this. And inside the box, you also get the little bowl that you mix it in. And I didn't, the last one I got, I didn't get one of these little stirrer things. So this is cool. I don't know if it's new or just maybe someone stole it out of my box. I don't know. People are always going in my box. Just saying. So yeah, so if what you do is like, you put your conditioner in here and then you put the desired number of drops of color in there, usually anywhere between like 2 and like 6 or whatever is what you use. And then you stir it up as best as you can. Then you get in the shower. And then after you wash your hair and you put your conditioner in, you put it in, you run a comb through it, try to, you know, get it as even as you can. It never really quite comes out that way. And then you just leave it in for 10 minutes and rinse it out. And then it stays in your hair for like maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5, maybe 6 shampoos tops. So it's awesome. I love this shit. And I think it's like $13-14 maybe, I think it was. Pretty sure. It was more expensive than I had recalled. I was bummed, but I had it up. So I've been meaning though to tell people this. Oh, the next new buddy cop type movie starring FBI Steve and Sergeant Payne. Yeah. See, here's this whole production company thing. What I think it is I don't think it has to do with her. I think it has to do with, because they're not still around. They weren't overly involved in anything. You heard her talk about it like there's no evidence of their involvement or the how deep this relationship went. There's no evidence whatsoever. It was just her saying that a production company. So what I think was going on is there is a production company working on something else, something maybe she reported on or something to do with like YouTube shit or whatever. And she's just someone that was able to provide them information on what it is they're covering. And knowing her though, it's not a lie. She's been talking with a production company. They've been around. She's been giving them information. Like, you know, these things would all be true in that case, but it would be true in the context in which she's using these statements. But, you know, that's the whole point. How many times can you dye your hair with one bottle? Quite a few. Like I would use anywhere between 4 and 6 drops, really. I bought mine like a couple weeks before Valentine's Day because I just bought pink. I didn't even think about Valentine's Day coming up. But when I went into work the first time with it, everyone was like, "Oh my God, it's so festive and everything." I'm like, "Oh shit, that's right, yeah, okay." So that's how I know when I bought it. And I used it not every time, you know, like after work, I would maybe wait a couple of shampoos and then do it again or whatever. So, and I just ran out of it. What is this, April? So I'd say a good 10 shampoos at least, maybe. Especially if you use less drops than that, then even more probably. Just make sure you put the cap on tight afterwards because mine started to get like really thick there toward the end. I had a hard time getting like the last few drops of it out, so that's all. Oh, I have a theory too. Someone debated picking up the story, but maybe the story they are doing is different after talking to her. That's what I do. That's what I said too a while ago. Like maybe they were interested in the story and they started talking to her, and then they started to realize that there's an even bigger story here, maybe, and they dropped the other one. Which would be funny, which would be hilarious, absolutely. But in the long run, it would only give her even more notoriety and make her bigger than she is. And yeah, so. It makes sense. However, establishing company would protect her assets from seizure. Advice of her lawyer. I have no idea. What was it? About 30 applications, depending on how much and how many drops. Also depends on what colors you use. Yeah, that sounds about right. They had other kinds of hair dye like that too, like temporary or semi-temporary, whatever. But I really like this because it just gets mixed in with your conditioner. It's really easy. And also too, like when it doesn't stain anything, because I've stained a few things. Interestingly enough, though, you know the splat hair color? Like you get that shit on anything, and oh my God, like the skin, even it'll last like a week on sometimes. But if you need a place though to dye your hair with it, and you want to not worry about the things around you, like say the table or whatever you're using, go to your washing machine or dryer and just put it right on that. You can dump it all over the thing. I swear to God, it doesn't stay. It just comes right up. It's crazy. I don't know if it's something that obviously it's something to do with the material that those things are made out of, but that's what I use. I go down in the basement now and I do that. I bring my mirror down and out. If I use splat, and I'll do my hair right there, and just nothing gets stained. It's amazing. How do you cover or do a documentary about 7M days without covering or involving the crazy YouTube? Yeah, exactly. You kind of have to do that. Here's my question though. Like, why are you doing a documentary on 11 dancers in a company, in a 7M company? Like, it's not, it can't be about the dancers. It wouldn't be profitable. It wouldn't, whatever. It's going to have to be, it would have to be about Crazy Katie. That would be the story. Oh yeah, no, Sassy Nas is right. I should probably have said that. It won't work on dark hair. It won't. Like you don't have to have bleach blonde hair, but you need to have light hair. Like the box for this, I'm sorry I don't have it, but you know how like the hair dye boxes will give you an idea of what if your hair shade is like extra light blonde, this is what you can expect. Medium blonde, this is what you can expect. Etc. But they showed like a light brown, and it was like a really dark blue. It came out to be. So, yeah. Wait, it wasn't even a bright blue. It's just like I don't know. It didn't look much dark. It didn't look like much. It's kind of like color depositing conditioner. Yep. I saw the shampoo that Walmart had the shampoo and shit for that too, but they didn't have it in blue, and I want to do blue this time. Hey, Serena with a C. I've been sick for a month. I've missed stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you feeling better? I hope you're feeling better. I hope you being back is a sign that you're feeling better. I did want to play. Let me find a video. Let me just check chat first. Thank you, Desrain. I'm glad you finally caught a live stream too. Barking at the moon and praying for divine intervention at KJ's laryngitis for a month. KJ's laryngitis for a month of Sundays. For a month of Sundays. Can she have it for the other days of the week too? You are feeling better. Good. Glad to hear it. Let me go into my Google Drive. I think that's where I have it. Why do I do that? Every time I mean to hit Google Drive and I just end up instinctively hitting Gmail. It's so annoying. Try this again. Yep, this is it. I don't have the date on it, damn it. I don't know the exact date of this YouTube live, but I know it was right after she got served because I remember it's in the title of this channel will keep going. It's the video where Keem popped in to say he supported her, but then we all know next day he took it back. So I know it's right after she got served. I just don't know if it was like the day after or a week after, but it was like right around that time frame. It's a kind of a long video though, but maybe you watch part. Do I have this on my other YouTube? Let me check that. If I do, then I can pull up the transcript. I'm getting a lot of circles. I don't want to stop circling. I'm wondering if there's something up with my internet. She got served what? November or October, at the end of October 2020. Yeah. Come on, don't tell me I don't have it on here. I know I do. I have to. Once I know it's getting quiet, probably people are getting bored, but I'm hurrying. Okay, maybe I don't have it on here. Oh, wait. Nope, there. Yep, I got it. I got it. Holy shit, I got it. Oh my God, I actually got it. And it looks like I might have live chat with it too. All right. I have to assign. Fuck. How can I do this? I have to sign in my other YouTube. I'm just going to have to sign out of YouTube, I guess, and watch chat from StreamYard. Unless I privatize the video, then I can do that. Unlisted. Okay. Yay, now I don't have to sign up. Okay. All right, what's going on in chat while it's loading? Why is... No. Stop it. This is okay, so it's from November 10th. Oh, it's not her video. It's somebody else's video. I downloaded a copy from. God damn it. All right. Maybe we'll save that for another night because it's getting late. But and I'll find it and I'll download it and everything on the. I want to put it up on YouTube because then I can pull up the transcript. That way I can search it or whatever. I feel that that's a much more efficient way to do this. However, just want to double. I don't think I have it though. Oh, okay, that's it. Oh my God, I forgot about that video. Want to see something funny? Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Wrong video. Okay. There's a video I uploaded. It was on my original YouTube. It's still there. It's public. But I'm going to go pull it up. What's my name again? Oh, no, that one's sore. Why can't I find my channel in here? That's ridiculous. Okay, now it's in my history. So there's a zoo here where I live, obviously. It's in the city I live in. And this zoo, it's the Utica Zoo. I don't know what more I can say about it. It's fucking Utica Zoo. But it's a pretty good zoo. It's not a very big zoo, Like we will have like otters there sometimes, or sea lions, and some really cool animals. But at times when we don't have animals, you can find stuffed animals, like especially the primates section of the zoo. It cracks me up. But I swear to God, that's how it used to be when I was younger. Now, though, it's actually a pretty good zoo. And there's this one exhibit where they had, is it turtles or tortoises? Those are the land ones, I think, tortoises. And they had some rather big ones. And copy link and paste. So this was kind of funny what we were seeing from the turtles until we were told, or even then we were told some information. It made them even more funny. This is really stupid. It really is kind of stupid, but it's just funny. Okay, so apparently there are no female turtles around. They may do.
Hold on there.
I laughed my ass off at this.
Look what you got.
I'm like a 12-year-old boy sometimes, I swear to God. Like you should see me on like Call of Duty. It was right about here when the zoo worker said, oh no, those are both males. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. It's the noises. Tell me there's something funny shit you've ever seen. It's stupid, I know, but I laughed my ass off. My friend got married at the zoo and we got ready for the ceremony in the primate house. Oh my God, that's so cool. I never thought about getting married at the zoo before. Isn't that where Rocky Balboa proposed to Adrian, though? Was that the zoo? Turtle porn, exactly. Oh, why did I think of this before, Claire? Oh my God, you're so right. Why didn't I think of this before? Yeah, turtles do it doggy style. Wonder if Luca will show up and say yes to the fight. And it kills me too how she says that all the time. Like, want to fight? Come fight me. Come on. Like, you're on a live stream. It's not, you're just going to scream at each other. Like, what the hell? That's honestly, like, that's, I feel like Katie Joy and someone on a live stream together is like, you know how like when two dudes fight or whatever, they're punching someone, you get two girls fighting, they're pulling each other's hair out. I feel like her screaming at each other's streams is like the hair pulling fight. I sent you timestamp short from, oh, thank you. Thank you, Moderate. Where'd you send it? Please tell me Twitter. Please tell me Twitter. But if it's Discord, it's okay. I can transfer it over. Just if I open up Discord on my computer, then everything's just going to slow right the freak down. And it looks like it might be Twitter. Yay, use Twitter. Okay. That is timestamp, but if you want to go back 30 seconds, that works too. It's really good. All right, it's a timestamp. So about 28-minute mark. Okay, that's what I should go to. Pause. Wait, that's fine. Why is it? Why did that not show up as an option? Share screen was canceled. Why the frick isn't this coming up? Let's try refreshing. I'm getting a lot of circles going around. I wonder if there's something's wrong with the internet or something. I don't know. All right, now it might work. Ah, there it is. Okay, so I'm told there's a clip here. It starts at 28:36, but we're gonna go back. We're gonna take the advice and go back like 30 seconds here. Let me just. So we'll go back to 28-minute mark. Oh, stop.
He would start a business as a doing business as and only incorporate after it became profitable. The businesses generally limited income, but rather were used to funnel donations from the church to Robert Shin as payroll, bonuses, and interest. The fact the money he received via those businesses were donations made out to Lydia Chung and her trust. Shin took out loans from the Shenika Church for these businesses to pay himself via payroll, bonuses, and interest. He's using the church's shell nonprofits to defraud people and enrich himself by funneling donations to shell for-profit companies. Katie Joy's got to have the best receipts ever, man. This is a lot of very, very specific stuff, which, incidentally, maybe she has it. Maybe she hasn't. I don't know. All I've pointed out so far is a lot of specific stuff. Maybe she has it. Maybe she slandered these people and defamed them. Maybe not. Maybe she has enough. Maybe she has enough to make these statements work. Maybe she doesn't. I don't know. We'll find out as we go. I just am noting it's a lot of very specific stuff, and it would be certainly helpful if she has things to back it up, because
the thing is, too, to my knowledge, like where she's pulling this information from is from Lydia Chung's lawsuit, a lawsuit in which, what was it, dismissed, I believe, or was it ruled against her? Either way, her claims were not they're not legally backed by a court ruling. So it's not like Katie can say, listen, I was going off of court records here. You know, these court records were not determined or accepted as fact to the court. So therefore, they're not going to be accepted or determined as fact in this court either. So yeah, she's going to need to prove this some other way besides these court papers from Lydia.
she's making some very specific claims. Catherine Paulson is accused and distributed to the public confidential court documents. How did she get them? Claims improper management of church funds, holding the dancers captive. As of today, the church is conducting commercial business from the property out of ordinance and zoning. Of the many
For anyone who may have missed my live stream, was it yesterday? No, 2 days ago, I think, when I went over, I read the lawsuit. Throughout the live stream, in the beginning, I was trying to pull up the actual links and everything from the filing to see if the posts were still there and to read it, just to verify the claims. That was taking too long. So we went through, we read it, and then at the end, I pulled up each link right in a row. So you can see which posts are still up. If you watch the live stream, you can see which ones she deleted already. And you can see whether or not these claims that they're making in the filing, if the posts match that. And overwhelmingly they did, in my opinion. I mean, it's definitely not a legal expert opinion, so take it as you will. But yeah, I mean, their claims here and these were verbatim in many cases. So
any allegations, the zoning ordinance is not one I particularly care about.
Yeah.
Robert Shin and his team are controlling every move these dancers make. They control their money, time, and are forcing them to live in property
I can't pronounce
they
it
either
either.
own or manage. The dancers are being hurt by Robert Shin. The dancers not paid.
Yeah, I think every time someone mispronounces the name of that church, another cup of coffee gets drinking with all that sugar, and another insulin addict is created. Thanks, Shekinah Church. Shekinah Church. No, I'm sorry.
By brands, don't run their own social media, and aren't making any of their own choices. They aren't allowed to answer questions, and everything must go through Hannah Shin. They are working long hours. The Shin are paying them a percentage after they are paid. Then the dancers required to pay them rent, tithe the church, and donate to Robert Shin. Robert allegedly takes away privileges such as going to church, Bible study, spending time with others in the church, work opportunities, and collabs. While he lives in a large home and drives a Bentley, good choice, he has all the dancers living in homes grouped together. The homes are through the church and they must pay rent to the church. We asked her, are the women at risk of sexual exploitation by Robert Shin? Lydia said, yes, they're at risk of sexual exploitation.
See, the way that Katie posted that answer, I feel like she worded it that way purposely. I feel like she was making it sound like Lydia was saying, yes, they are at risk of being exploited by Robert, when maybe Lydia didn't actually say that, but Katie wanted it to sound like that, but without actually saying that. It just seems like the whole point that she asked the question, she gave the complete question. I asked Lydia, were the dancers at risk of being sexually exploited by Robert? And then she comes back with the answer, says, Lydia said, yes, they are at risk of sexual exploitation. And it stopped there. Like, that was suspect to me. I don't know why. Like, if you're trying to give this complete picture of this man being this degenerate pervert or whatever, then why would you leave out that last bit of sentence that solidifies that in that statement? It seems purposeful.
Robert Shin forcing couples to divorce, cut off family, and having them live in separate houses divided by sex. Relationships have been cut off by the dancers because of Robert's coercion. Robert is taking away privileges and punishes dancers who do not submit. He demands full submission. They are not allowed to ask questions because questions are evil. The number of personal injury claims.
Shit, did I do that? I don't know if I went through my. Fuck. Yeah, I don't think I did that. I don't know. In my live stream though, yeah, like some of these complaints were from live streams. And so when I was going through and I was pulling them each up and everything, to compare the posts, if a live stream came up, then I took the link and I put the link in chat for everyone and I numbered them, accordingly. I meant to put the links in the description. I don't think I did though. So I'll do that after the stream. I'll go check it out. But yeah, and those that are a link, it's, I'm not trying to convince everyone to go watch a stream or whatever. I'm just saying, if you want to see if these posts line up with the claims and whether or not the lineup is still being there, then my stream does show that. That's all.
Claims that they have been filed against Shin or church members related to their cars. And you start to see the threats are not just spiritual. Then add Lydia Chung stated yesterday, the women are at risk of sexual exploitation.
Hi, Line Fizz. I'm glad you're glad you found us.
How many pages is this going on for, by the way, just to see how much of this I have to read? Let's see. Because I think we've got the gist. All right, so it doesn't go on for much more. So I'll just skip the remainder of them because I think we got the point. And I'll just skip the next page and a half worth and we'll just go on to
pretty much all the same.
The remainder of it. But it's a lot of very specific stuff. So yes, as I sort of stated above, right? Obviously, I don't know the facts. I'm not making any factual claims. I don't know whether or not these things are true or not. I have no clue whether or not they're true. It's a lot of very specific factual claims. I don't know whether or not they're true. I don't know whether or not they're false. I don't know whether or not Katie Joy Paulson has enough evidence to make these kinds of things or not. Don't know. But there's a lot of it. Okay. The continued disparagement on March the 10th of 2022, plaintiff sent a cease and desist to defendants instructing her to discontinue any and all claims about 7M, Robert Shin, Miranda Derrick, and any clients, dancers, associates of theirs, in addition to removing all postings she had already made regarding the same. Defendants did not respond to cease and desist and are continuing to post false allegations about plaintiff and their various clients and associates daily, if not hourly. Plaintiff reserves the right to amend these pleadings to include any and all posts made after the last of the listed posts and incorporate them herein. Fair. As a direct result of the false and defamatory statements, the reputation and the standing has been irreversibly harmed. Count 1, defamation. Katie Joy communicated all the posts outlined in the complaint to hundreds of thousands of people through various social media accounts. The false statements are categorically false. So they're just false in their entirety? Every word of them is false? Okay. Katie Joy knew the false statements to be false when she made them, or at the very least acted with reckless disregard for their truth. Katie Joy made the statements with actual malice. Katie Joy made the false statements to further her own financial interests. She monetized the web traffic from the sensational and false claims. Her motivations are not particularly relevant in the end. The false statements have caused and continue to cause plaintiffs significant reputational harm, mental distress, humiliation, hatred, contempt, and embarrassment. As a direct and proximate result of this conduct, plaintiffs have shunned, avoided, and injured in their occupation or business. By refusing to take down the posts and continuing to create new content with additional statements on multiple platforms, Katie Joy continues to make false, misleading, and defamatory statements. As a direct result of these false and defamatory statements, plaintiffs have suffered damages in an amount to be proven at trial, but reasonably believed to exceed $1 million.
There you go.
I mean, that's not outrageous. In sort of, it's a number. If we got a talent management agency with these people and these sort of allegations on harming the business, $1 million could be very reasonable as a starting point for potential damages. Defamation per se. Katie Joy communicated the hundreds of statements to hundreds of thousands of people. Katie Joy has contacted organizations directly disparage plaintiffs. Who?
All right.
Which individuals and which organizations? I guess they were kind of mentioned above, but yeah. All the false statements made by Katie Joy's outlined in Section C are categorically false. So they're all false in their entirety. Okay. I mean, all right. Katie Joy knew the false statements were false when she made them, or at the very least acted with reckless disregard.
How's that sound?
Made the false statements with
Is
actual
he
malice
drinking?
to further her financial interests, accusing them of crimes and moral turpitude.
Oh my God, this is awesome.
They've caused harm, direct result, damages of $1 million. Tortious interference.
I think I just learned how to search
Defendants
my
have
computer for
continued to
shit.
post statements on social media that no business or other person should engage in business with plaintiff. Defendant has and continued to disparage any company who knows to have had contact with plaintiffs.
But I don't have it.
Defendants
Okay.
have and continue to use social media to direct their followers on social media to convince third parties who have contacts to cancel those contracts. That sounds like tortious interference. When you are contacting a third party and you are canceling contracts that don't involve you, that could very well be tortious interference, yeah. Plaintiffs have contracts with several third parties for various purposes. Now, did they say specifically which contracts?
Yeah.
I don't think so. They did kind of say a little bit above, but I wish they'd be a little bit more clear here, which contracts, because it's kind of all grouped together, so it's a little bit vague which contracts. I kind of alludes to it in above, but
I'm going to search one
It
more
leaves a
thing.
little
Then,
bit
if
to
I
be
don't get it, I'm
desired,
going
I
to
guess,
end
but-
this. Let's get
Yeah.
me.
Count 4, commercial defamation. Made numerous disparaging statements about plaintiffs' credibility, business, and services. It clearly understood by third parties to disparage the credibility and services in the marketplace. The people she contacted with tortious interference I sent you the other day, yeah. I mean, I know what they are. I was more comment about the lawsuit itself. Like, I know what they are because yes, I mean, and I appreciate you sending them to me. And I've read like these Instagram posts and things like that, but within the context of the lawsuit, like thinking like a judge would, it's a little bit unclear within the confines of the lawsuit what they're talking about. So I know what they're talking about, or at least I have a better idea what they're talking about, but the lawsuit itself leaves a little bit to be desired. Yeah. Yeah, the lawsuit itself is a little bit
How long is this?
a little bit vague on that association for my taste. The statements made by defendants were clearly understood the third party to disparage the credibility in the marketplace. Hundreds, if not thousands, of posts, including original posts and comments, have been made disparaging plaintiffs. Defendants knowingly made the false statements, continue to make the false statements, which are misleading, unprivileged statements of fact, and 10 such statements.
I'm not going to watch this next video, at least not the whole thing. I'm going to pull it up though quick, and I just skim through it because I forget. I can't remember what it is, but something tells me that there's something good on it, and I want to just check it out as soon as my computer loads. Shit. Okay, so. It is, okay. This was after she got served. Oh my God, I forgot all about this one. Oh my God, this is hilarious. (10/27/2020) is the date I have on here, but I think it was like the 28th. So it's this. I have it listed as an Instagram live.
And
Okay.
I get to dictate how it is that I respond to this. I have an amazing attorney, and I have literally spoken with him today. We are going to handle this, and nothing that I am doing is going to harm what I'm doing, because I have literally nothing to say about this person. All I'm doing is pointing out what they've done to me. I've not defamed her. I've not accused her of being an alcoholic. I've not accused her of being a neglectful parent. I have not called her names.
She really said
I have
today.
not said a word. All I have said is, you have done this to me, and then look at what you've done. You have said this about me, and look at what you've done.
Wait, who? This might not be about
There
Toddy.
is so much. There is so many of these defamatory statements that she has made about me in the last year that she has been stalking me,
This might be about Little Red.
that I have a right to respond. And if you want to call me a 12-year-old, get off my page. It is literally my right to respond to this. And I'm so sick of you telling me that I'm giving her power. No, I'm not. I'm giving myself power. She's not getting power from me. I have power. Calling someone out on their bullshit and on their bullying is not giving someone power. If you want to live in a world where you let people run
shit.
and steamroll over you,
The comments there, right here, Charlotte, whatever. Is this the one that you said called the brewery? She's not talking about me in this video, but it's me, about me in the comment.
go fucking live there. I am not going to live in a place where people continuously spread false allegations against me and then say, oh, well, if I give it energy and just like giving it power. No, I'm not giving it power. I'm standing up for myself. What do you want me to be? Some meek, quiet girl? Literally, I'm not giving her power. I'm taking my power back. And if you want to leave bullshit comments like that and say, I'm so drama, or you're giving her power, this bitch has no power over me.
Sure, Jan.
Even if I say nothing, they keep going. It doesn't matter. I say nothing and they find a reason to hate me. I say I don't like puppies and they say, or I say I like puppies and they say you're discriminating against kitties. I have a pimple on my chin, and they have a live stream debating if I'm picking my skin because I'm snorting Adderall. I mean, the amount of what they do is ridiculous. If she didn't, why are you so mad? You should let it go. I'm mad because I'm sticking up for myself. Having someone have power over you means literally they control your life. She doesn't control my life. I am taking my power back and I'm saying, You are a hypocrite. Everything you do is delusional, stalking, harassment,
Who was she talking about?
like illegal. You have broken so many civil laws. You have gone out of your way to harass so many people. You go after people that support me. Robin, do you want to tell everyone about how you tried?
Yeah.
You were in my husband's DMs.
Little
Should we
Red.
talk about that?
It's about Little Red.
Should we talk about the time you were literally in my husband's DMs? Remember when you were in my
I just want to clarify here because I know how she's making it sound. It wasn't like that. Little Red was not all up in Todd's DMs like, hey, what's up? No, it was nothing like that. Just saying.
husband's DMs and you were trying to like get the scoop on me?
It's kind of
Remember?
No, it wasn't even like that.
Remember when you were trying to like get him to
Like she kind of probably, I think, was trying to be like, yo, come get your girl. But like, that's it.
like turn against me? Remember when you just kept talking about him and you just were like trying to like flirt with him and you were like trying to get his attention? And then when he wouldn't turn on me, you were like, I can't believe you wouldn't turn on your wife. Remember when you did that, Robin? Remember when you were DMing my husband? That was cute. I was so glad you did that. You are so cute for DMing my husband. Oh, girl, I've got the proof. I haven't lost shit. And why is it when you know what's really misogynistic? Why is it when a woman stands up for herself, she's losing it? You guys are so disgusting to think if a woman stands up for herself, she's losing it. I'm not losing it. I'm calling someone out on their bullshit who I've never talked to in my life.
This is from
ever.
Okay, this is from, now that I see it's about Little Red, it's not about the lawsuit or whatever. I think I do actually have the date correct in my file. And my file has it as is that October? I think it's, let me pull it up here. Okay, so it's October 27th, 2020. So it was literally like, what, 2 days before she got served with the Toddy lawsuit, I think. Yeah, it was an Instagram Live.
You guys that do this to me are misogynistic, sexist, like a-holes. Because my fans don't do this to me. My subscribers don't talk to me like this.
That kills me.
My subscribers are outraged by how this person is acting. My subscribers care about me, and my subscribers know what this person is doing to me. And if you can't handle that, and if you need to like tell me that I'm losing it, why is it when a strong-willed woman who has an opinion, a voice, and a choice, why is it when she takes her...
Someone said in comments here that they thought that this was about me. It wasn't about me, but I get why you might have thought that because, well, someone in the comment there did say mention something about the brewery, but it was shortly before this stream there, Little Red and I had done our stream there on her channel. So I think that both of us were very much on Katie's mind at the time, but this stream was mostly about Little Red, if not entirely.
Platform and uses it to call someone out and to stand up for herself, why is she automatically called a crazy bitch? Can you tell me? Because last time I checked, women standing up for themselves and saying, I'm not going to take your bullshit, isn't someone being a crazy bitch. Do you see me yelling? I'm not yelling. This is me being honest. Truly. I have never posted your address. I know who you are. I've never posted your full name. I know who you are. I've never posted your criminal record. I know all about it. I have never done any of these things because it's irrelevant to me. And I'm not losing subs. Trust me. I'm not losing subs nonstop for this nonsense. I have not had a negative sub day in months. Actually, I'm gaining subs every single day. Every day I am gaining subscribers. Every day my platform is growing. So here's what I have to say. I'm not losing subs. I might lose some people that tune out for a day or they unsubscribe, but for the one person that I lose, 10 more people subscribe. So I'm not losing subs. Every day new people are finding me. And I'm not going to feel intimidated by any of you guys that I can't be who I want to be, because I am who I am. And that's why people come onto this channel. And all she's done is, I want to tell you a secret. By posting that video yesterday, what you've done is actually turn my biggest critics and adversaries into people that are actually defending me.
Yeah,
because
it's
people
true.
that hate me are so outraged by what you've done by re-victimizing a victim that I have been flooded with messages from people who literally hate me, telling me,
I don't doubt this for 1 second. I don't. I'm not going to get into the specifics of it now, because, and there's a reason for it, but it's going to come out soon. But yeah, it's not quite exactly what happened. But I don't doubt that the way it seemed to some, especially the way she spun it, that it did kind of turn some of her critics into. I think it gave some people a bigger enemy or whatever, and that was
like you,
that was us.
but this is bullshit. Oh, she says that her mission has been to take down my channel for months. And by the way, if your mission is to take down someone's channel, you are actually violating terms of service on YouTube. You are not allowed to use YouTube to take someone down. So I don't care if you don't like me, if you think I've made mistakes. Like, I get it. Like, I make mistakes. Oh, she's blocked on everything, honey. But she has 800,000 sock accounts. I'm sure she's watching right now. There are so many channels right now that are supporting me, and none of them are supporting you.
See, that's the thing. They weren't supporting her. Like, I think it enabled like quite a few people, whatever, be like, yo, yeah, she's fucked up, but that was a little too fucked up. And then that's where it ended. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they weren't like doing live streams saying, we support you, Katie. No, because like, and even, no, I'm good. It's just gonna.
Ones that are supporting you.
I'm keeping a card up my sleeve.
You hate the Duggars, but if you found out that Jim Bob was sexually abused as a child, I'd handle it with class. I'd feel bad for him if I found out that was true. I have empathy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to like be anyone's. I'm never going to be your best friend all the time. Okay. Like, I am a polarizing person, right? Like, you either love me or you hate me. But I feel like my subscribers who love me, they know that they don't always have to agree with me, and we can still be friends. Because
I believe that that's true, but they can't ever dare voice that they don't agree.
I appreciate when people have differing opinions. I love to hear things from people. I love to learn from other people. So like, if I get a story wrong, like I did a story on the Busbies and my subscribers were like, you got that so wrong. And I didn't delete any of those comments because you know what? They said, I don't agree with you, Katie. I think you're making a big deal out of this. Okay. You know what? Thank you. Thanks for pointing that out. Maybe I was just in one of those moods that day and I saw something I didn't need to see and I made a story out of it and maybe it just wasn't worth having a video about. You know what I mean? Like, if I didn't get this kind of feedback from you guys, I wouldn't know how to make my channel better. And that's how I make my channel better, is I listen to you. You guys tell me, you tell me what you like and what you don't like. That's how I've made improvements. We've talked about all of the new additions I've made to the channel, and you have shared with me what you've liked and what you haven't liked. And I've scaled back the things that you don't like, and I've added the things that you do like.
Fuck, she did.
So if you are here for the content, that's why I hope you're here. And then I also hope that you know, I'm not a news channel. I've never claimed to be a news channel. My channel is listed as entertainment, and it's also a place to talk, have fun, and have commentary. It's no different than if you are watching The View or Wendy Williams or Oprah Winfrey or The Talk or Jada Pickett's Red Table Talk. You know, it's my opinions on trending topics and things that matter to me. And I also will admit when I'm wrong. I will say if I F up. I'm not going to get so big that I lose who I am and I stop caring about you guys. I'm not Wendy Williams. I'm totally not. I mean, I'm just saying like, but there are people that like Wendy Williams. She's actually kind of mean. But that's the other thing is people are like, you're being so mean. Do you guys realize, do you need a, I have like, do you ever get that stuff in your hair? I had this shaved. I shaved this all out and I'm still growing it out. It's a work in progress.
Oh, now she shaved it.
And it has like hairspray in it right now. Anyways,
now she shaved it. Okay, like wait a minute. COVID made her lose her hair. Stress made her hair, fall out. Oh, and the dyeing her hair, that fried her hair. Like now she shaved it. Okay.
Do you ever? My ADHD meds are wearing off. And I'm not drinking. I'm totally sober.
Hey.
That's the other thing you guys love to like accuse me of being is an addict. Anyways, if you can't understand that literally I'm sarcastic and being goofy, like I literally put out a video this evening and this is what the title of it was, Kate Gosselin is selling her super outdated house. Do you know what tongue in cheek means? It's like, it's tongue in cheek. It's clearly a nice house, right? It's a nice house, but it is outdated and it needs work. And if she wants to get a good price for it, she should have done things like updating the master bathroom that looks like it's from the 1990s. You know, it's a $1.3 million home. You should have a $1.3 million kitchen and a $1.3 million like bathroom. And that bathroom looks like it belongs in a 3,000.
Yeah, and if you're somebody else, was it maybe Christine Brown or whatever it was, doing a makeup tutorial, and you're still putting water like on your eye, or if you're putting eyeliner on your waterline there or whatever, please. If you're still curling your hair and like frizzing it or whatever, I mean, it's like not having a $1.3 million kitchen. It's like, poor white trash.
Square foot home. And if I'm not, and then people are like, but I bet it's nicer than your house. I'm sure it is. It's bigger than my house. Of course it is. But I will say my bathroom is nicer than hers. But if you can't understand that like joking about things is not being mean, it's literally a joke.
Yeah, everyone longs to grow up and own like Katie Joyce McMansion.
You do realize that part of my channel also falls under comedy. And if you don't like my brand of comedy or my brand of goofiness, don't watch.
Oh my God, get the fuck. Oh my, I gotta scream. Oh, I gotta say that's going in like tons of videos coming up. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm sarcastic. I'm snarky. I poke fun. Hope you know when you come for tea, you're also going to get some goofy bullshit because that's what I do on my channel. Sometimes I talk about like serious things, but my goal is to always add minutes for you to laugh. And I've learned the things that make you laugh. I have figured out over time the little jabs that make you laugh. You guys that follow me.
I'm claiming it now. I'm making the video. Okay. Just
that like my humor. If you don't like my humor, that's fine. But there's plenty of people that do. And those that like my humor, they like the little sarcastic overlays that I put down where I'm talking and I'm saying something totally serious and then something completely sarcastic comes up because it's like, it gives people a pause because it's like that juxtaposition between serious and not serious. So
look, man, I don't like to sit here and judge people like this because like I don't think I'm that funny at all. Like I think once in a while I may hit a good joke or something, but that's it. More than anything, I think I just act like an idiot. People find that amusing. Whatever, it works. So I don't like to judge people here in this regard, but dude, you gotta be kidding me here. You've gotta be fucking kidding me. Just come on. Oh my God. All I keep thinking of is, it's me, Katie B, like Brittany B. Fuck on.
You really are so hurt that I'm insulting Kate Gosselin's ugly bathroom? Really? Like, does that really bother you? It's a joke. It's joking. I mean, come on, people. It's not that serious.
Yeah, just like when she told that joke there about, can they still really be called teen moms if they're like 30 years old? Like, it's not 30-year-old moms or whatever. What she said, like, oh my God, it was a joke, guys. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like a joke could like just like get her, like, I don't know, shunned from society. She'd just be like, it's a joke. Like, no, it wasn't. You're just annoying.
It's a snarky commentary channel.
I'm losing my shit.
This year, Showbuzz Cheat Sheet named my channel as one of the funniest like reality show recap channels on YouTube, right? It's because I'm goofy. And it's just a bathroom. It's seriously just a bathroom. But come on, you guys. She had oak cabinets. Come on.
Oh my
oak
God.
cabinets with like a janky like shower door that was like frosted glass. Like, what are we in the 1990s? It was.
Yeah, everyone knows not to use oak. I mean, like that's what they used to like burn down Salem witches. I mean, like that's what like oak. Like what the?
So ugly.
Granted, it's not cherry
Can you
wood,
imagine?
okay.
Can you imagine walking into a house and it's like $1.3 million and they're like, and this is our bathroom and here's the frosted glass and I'm behind the frosted glass. Bon Jovi will be playing. Because that's how I feel. I feel like it's either going to have Bon Jovi back there or the Backstreet Boys. Right? The Backstreet Boys are going to come out and they're going to be like, I want it that way. And then Britney Spears is going to be there because that's how outdated that bathroom is. I'm shocked that there's people actually that like Kate Gosselin.
That aged real well. It wasn't like not but a year later or whatever. She was not too long ago. She was obsessed with John Bon Jovi. It's like right around New Year's. Like it was. I mean, like if she went to one of his concerts during that time, her panties would have been up on the stage. I'm telling you, like that's how freaking crazy she was for John Bon Jovi.
Which Jill Rodriguez blocked you. Join the club. Okay, and then this is the other thing. This is the other thing that I find funny. That person was cute. They said, I have a crooked chin and I'm ugly. Cute. Your jealousy is so ugly. How is your 1,000 subscriber channel? Because I have 137,000. I'm 137 times, like 137,000 times bigger than you. I don't think it's a competition. So there you go.
I remember
and I'm
that.
getting this crooked chin fixed. So don't worry about it. I can fix my face. You can't fix your personality.
Actually, yeah, you can.
Oh my God. Did you see Kim Kardashian getting dragged all over Twitter for going to a private island for her 40th birthday? She is getting destroyed on Twitter right now. Destroyed. Twitter is destroying her right now.
She's living for it.
They're like, Kim, you can't hear when I'm crying. Oh my God. Because she brought all of her friends and family to a private island when literally 266,000 people have died. And she's all like, we're just going to have a little piece of normal right now. And everyone is like, read the room, Kim. Everyone is dying. And she's like, we self-quarantined and we went to medical appointments. I am so privileged. I am just having the best life.
I know it's not like the rest of us, who were forced to stay home and only go to like 2 Botox appointments throughout the entire shutdown. I mean, we're going to be talking about this for decades to come.
We have the highest unemployment rates. We've had 20-some million jobs lost this year. And no, I'm not running facts, so don't fact check me. You know what I mean? She's getting dragged all over Twitter right now.
No, don't listen to what I'm saying and take it as bad.
I saw her not get the pink bike, but I didn't really think it was that serious. She is out of touch. Does anyone like literally think about what happens when Kim Kardashian loses all of her money? I'm not. Oh, I'm getting dragged. Oh, I'm getting dragged. Okay. No, I'm not. She's very into herself. I didn't see Kanye in any of the photos. Isn't that weird? She literally, and I don't care if like some random YouTuber with 1,000 subscribers drags me. What
That's
I do
why
care
you're
is
doing a
when
whole
you
live stream
like
about it right
make
now.
accusations that are false and defamatory.
So in other words, you care. It kills me. That I don't care if a small channel talks about me. I'm just going to do a whole live stream talking about how I don't care that this channel's talking about me.
They'll never be broke. Yeah. You guys, how many fake accounts do you guys have? How many literally fake troll accounts do you have?
How can you
Do you
tell
have
which ones are
so
fake?
many email accounts that you literally just like, as soon as I block you, you go to your next Instagram? Because I always know it's the same people because you guys say the same things. Are you guys in your group talking about what you're going to say on my live stream? You're so cute.
So annoying.
Kanye has lost. No. Yeah, there was no husband there. It was really bizarre. Yes, little channels are standing up for me, and I've thanked them and I've talked to them all privately. I have been so grateful for that. I am not saying that little channels are not mattering. I'm just talking about the little channels that are like dragging me. There are littler channels that are sticking up for me, but these are also, you have to remember, these are channels that I've known for a long time. So it's not like these little channels are sprouting up out of nowhere. These are channels at one point critical of me. Now, like, this is too much. I can't handle this. I'm not even that person.
Yeah, and those channels, maybe within 2 or 3 months after that, were right back in my DM saying, "Oh my God, I'm such an idiot." Just saying. What is this here? It looks like a little red. I can't tell. I know it's not little red, but it looks like it's screen named. It's supposed to be her. A little bit red. Oh, okay. Okay, no, all right, it wasn't a troll account then.
She won't last. Like, where is Kanye though? Why are you having your massive 40th birthday party and you go to a private island? Where's Kanye? Like, legit, where is Kanye? I know he won't accept help. It's so sad. I know I have a heart. I know.
He needs help.
Honestly, I've not directed anyone to hate this person.
He needs help. He won't accept help. But why don't you have him on a deserted island with your 40th birthday?
Don't say like, I don't say like, don't send people hate. Don't be mean to them. But people were sending me screenshots of the comments on these videos and people are just like destroying this person.
Oh, no.
Like,
that's bullshit.
You're not going to win. You don't get to decide to cancel me. Like, literally nothing you're going to do is going to cancel me.
That's bullshit right there.
Like, I don't talk about the Duggars with the thought process that I'm suddenly going to make Jim Bob go broke. That's literally not my goal. I don't cover sister wives thinking that the next video I do is going to destroy him. Like, that's literally not my goal. You talk about a topic because it interests you, because your fans like to listen to it, because it provides good commentary. I mean, come on, the Duggars lifestyle is so wackadoodle that it provides a million things to talk about on any given day. Not to mention there's 87,000 of them. So, like, I do want the best for everyone. Like, I do. I think about this a lot. I have nicknames for people like Jessa Blessa and Bunk Bed Jed and, all these like, Renegade Shelly and Cool Cat Jim. Like, we have all of these silly things, but we also like cheer them on too, right?
Those are shitty
like,
nicknames.
I get annoyed with the sister wives, but I'm constantly, as much as I'm critical of them, I'm always like being like goofy too. And I don't hate them. right? Like, I don't think they're these horrible, terrible people. I think Christine's hilarious. And I love Maddie Brown. Like, I wouldn't cover these people if I hated them. Like, I cover the Duggars because they're ridiculous and there's 87,000 of them and you guys are obsessed with them. And there's always like drama with them. There's always like underlying snark that's happening and like underlying like subtle Christian shade that you guys love. But I do want the best for all of these people. I don't want them to like lose their livelihoods. Cody's perm is terrible. Criticizing what an adult chooses to put out via reality show is massively different than using a victim statement to attack them. Yeah, and I didn't, like, these people are so delusional. Like, I didn't publish police reports about the Duggars. These police reports have been public knowledge since 2015. They are discussed constantly in the media. They are all over Reddit. They are still on In Touch's website. And discussing Jim Bob's cover-up and Josh's behavior is not the same as talking about and shaming the victims. Because I've never shamed girls. And based on police reports, I've never been able to determine which girls, which ones, you know? Like, I don't know which girls because they don't have any identifying information in them. And I would never sit there and say like, well, this child that had this happen to them, because I don't know. It would be weird to make that right? Like, not to mention, it's irrelevant what was done to them in terms of not that they are victims and we don't need to rehash what happened to them. What's important to discuss is how the cult protects the perpetrator, how the cult has fostered a veil of secrecy that allows these types of victims to happen and repeatedly happen, and how the lack of supervision, because there are so many kids, breeds situations where children can do things and no one's there to tell them no or stop them. There are and then, I mean, do we have to talk about joyfully available and women don't have autonomy and they don't own their body? That's not exposing a victim. It's saying these men have a cult that covers up pedophilia and rape. That's not the same as taking a police report to decide if someone's lying. So I have nothing against the girls. Do I think Jessa's judgy? Yes. Based on what she puts on social media, I think Jess is judgy. I mean, just because you're in a cult doesn't mean you can't have a shitty personality, right? I would never victim shame these girls. I have had such deep empathy for them. I feel terribly that they are still in this house. I feel badly that they have.
Oh, so there was her empathy. She had empathy for Jessa when she took away that brand deal there on Instagram. That wasn't her like gunning for her. I mean, she felt so bad for her.
Have been told that they have to forgive their abusers. I feel badly that they had to go on national TV and apologize and say that they loved their brother. Because you know what? If something like that happened to you, you don't have to love your brother. Don't. If your brother sexually abuses you, you do not have to love him. You don't have to forgive him if you don't want to. And finding God isn't going to change him at all. Like, a little bit. Like, he needs to be like sent away. I cover cults. What do you think Duggars are? Like, literally, the Duggars are in a cult called the Institute of Basic Life Principles, which was founded by Bill Gothard in the 1960s. They're literally in a cult. That's why we cover them. The Brown family of the sister wives, they're literally in a cult. Yeah, you don't have to love your abusers. You don't. If you want to forgive them, you can, but you don't have to. Okay? Some of them are cons. Oh, you like that I covered? Well, no, it was a question. Oh, you said, why can't you, like a hypothetical question? Got it. Thank you. I'm not going to cover Kanye West's podcast with Joe Rogan. I'm not putting any more life into that flailing mess of a campaign. I'm not going to allow raging narcissist with delusions of grandeur any more airspace for his delusional run.
I want to just touch on the comment with the MM. Hate in a victim's heart only hurts the victim, not the one they're hating. I've always really just viewed it as the apology is not for the person who harmed, or the accepting of the apology. The forgiveness is not for the person who harmed you, but it's for yourself, because you're forgiving the offense and you're forgiving the offense, so you don't have to hold on to the hate. You don't have to hold on to the anger. You can move on. You can be happy. You can let it go. It's not for the, that's how I always took it, really. You're not the de facto cult leader, Steve. I mean, it's still your cult. I mean, we can split. You can have it like every other weekend if you want.
What Kanye West needs is to see his doctor.
Not just Kanye.
He is not an
I'm
inspiration.
getting petty.
He does not have the aptitude to be a president, nor the temperament. Oh, my hair. Do you ever just have one of those days where your hair is not your favorite? That has been my hair day today. Culty.
All right. Well,
Oh, this side of my hair, it's just so flat today. And it's still growing out. So I have all these random layers. So there's like super fine, and it's very fine because it's like growing back. So this is all like just growing back. And then this under here is like just growing back. So it's all like very fine. And this is like all where my wispy ears are. By my ears. It's annoying. My hair looks good today. Oh, it feels like a mess today. Oh. I just want to get it to a point where I can have it like long again, where I don't have to like flat.
okay. I'm gonna have to cut this short because I have to go take care of something. So, but I'll be around probably sometime tomorrow. So thanks everyone for being here, and I'll put links to all these videos and stuff in the description. I'll do that very shortly. So, all right, guys. Good night. Thank you.